We are recording, by the way. Let me pull up my notes. I'm sorry.
Before you do the recap, I'm going to offer inspiration for answering questions. 2 questions. First, what is the river that's running out of Baldur's Gate?
So it's like Tyanther, Seanther, something like that. River Seanthar, I'm gonna say. Yeah, Cheonthar. Cheonthar. I just saw it.
Yeah.
Yep. Baldur's
Close
Gate is
enough.
on the River Cheonthar.
Close enough. You get inspiration.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
And the other one is, who is the woman that hired your party to be bodyguards?
The blue-haired...
The Moon Elf, yes. Do you remember?
I just have the blue-haired elf. I don't have her name. Son of a bitch.
I have her name,
Anybody?
but I'll give somebody else the chance if they want.
Nick, I think you're the only other one that might know it. No? All right. Blurt it out.
It is Edelri Lewell. I probably butchered the pronunciation of that.
You being a DM are such a good player for keeping notes and stuff like that.
It's funny because I'm better at keeping notes in your game than I am in my own. So
Yeah.
with that being said, I do definitely take a lot of notes in my game, but I get so distracted just running the game that sometimes I forget to record things down.
That's what I've been struggling with, is I'm not writing stuff down because I'm, throwing stuff out and constantly trying to keep moving forward, and I'm not keeping track of what we're doing as well.
Yeah.
And I need to be.
Hey, I happen to have the note, and I know what Resimir rode back into town on, so I know that. So there.
Oh, yeah. Very good. Very good. You both have inspiration, though, so.
Why I put that note is beyond me, because it just doesn't matter.
What I was saying, though, because you know how in my game, if you're maxed out on inspiration, then I give you 100 gold. You could just, throw 10 gold our way if we answer a question right and are maxed out on inspiration.
That's fine, because you did answer, and you're also going to do the recap, so I'd say go ahead and take 10 gold. Magically appears in your inventory.
Somebody dropped their coin purse on the road, and we should.
Serendipity. It was
Yeah.
serendipitous that you just happened upon 10 gold, and you hope that they're not mimics.
Coin mimics. You just gave me a phenomenal idea. Thank you.
100 gold coin mimics.
All right, so 10 gold. Thank you. And I will do the recap. So, is everybody ready for this time on D&D or whatever? Is everybody ready? All right. So, this was starting with several sessions ago. We arrived in Baldur's Gate to find that there was a strange series of disappearances. This was in El Terrell that tracked. Anyway, we found out it was I'm really butchering this. So in El Terrell, we arrived in El Terrell, found out there was a strange series of disappearances. Upon investigating and following some tracks east of town, we found out it was an Oni. So we came back after dispatching the Oni with a bit of trouble, but it was fine.
I thought it was a Yoko. What is a Yoko?
Well, whatever it wants to call itself. You can get by with anything these days. So we handled that, and then we went to a meeting with Anthar Froom, Leos and Leanther, Rilbar Bloodhammer, and it was with the Harper as well as the Order of the Gauntlet. Essentially, what we need to do is get hired on as guards by either the cult or by merchants traveling in the same route that the Cult of the Dragon is. That way we can investigate them, figure out what they're up to. We had the option to potentially travel with the Cult of the Dragon, which seemed like it was kind of almost like a high-risk, high-reward type scenario, but we took the safe route, and instead decided to travel with some merchants going the same direction. That's when we went to Baldur's Gate, and that's where we met the merchants. I'm getting all kinds of mixed up.
Yeah.
So there is a merchant
one, yeah.
named Akin Celebon who operates an equipment business, and he recommended that we go to a local tavern and search for a merchant in need of bodyguards. So we went to a tavern in the upper city and found a very affluent female moon elf merchant named Adelary Lewell. And after some convincing, she hired us on, as well as with some magical intervention by a suggestion spell from Balthazar, because apparently she doesn't like me. Anyway, so this road will go from Baldur's Gate to Waterdeep. It's about 750 miles. We get paid for every 10 days, traveling 15 miles a day, which turns out is actually historically accurate. It should be about a 2-month trip. And we left off with Friar spotting Resmir, and he followed Resmir to Celebon's, and I have it in my notes as Wheel Shop Place Thing. And that's where we're at.
Whereupon she purchased 5 wagons.
Yes. I actually didn't have that in my notes, so I will add that.
I'm not saying my notes right, but that's what my note says.
I mean, the note. One of the kids is crying.
Uh-oh.
Hopefully nobody's hurt. Don't know if they're hurt or mad. Probably mad. Anyway, so before you set off on your journey, though, there's a couple things that people wanted to do. A couple things on the list is Shauna Tealflower is in Baldur's Gate and wants to be visited. One of the other things was that Friar Greenshadow wants to change religions.
He's
heeding the call of
converting to
God.
Saloonism.
Yes, he is converting, and he wants to go. What's that?
There's no Temple of Saloon in. Oh, is there a temple? That's right. There wasn't a Temple of Saloon.
No,
in
but what
the other
I
city we
remember
were in.
in this, well, it was either in the other city or in this one. There was a temple to somebody that isn't Saloon, but is like under Saloon.
I don't know.
In Baldur's Gate, there's one to Saloon.
Oh,
For
perfect.
Yeah, I think it was the other city that didn't have
Yeah,
anyone.
the other city
Yeah,
didn't
okay.
have one directly tied to Saloon, but I thought I checked it. Baldur's Gate.
Hey, Lee, do you know if Baldur's Gate has, like, a lot of moon elves that live here? Because moon elves also tend to worship Saloon as well.
I feel like it's just a mix in there from what I've read. I don't know if there's...
Okay. Just kind of a
like-
hodgepodge, melting pot.
Yeah, complete hodgepodge. Just from what I've read. Like, it doesn't say that there's any overwhelming population of anything.
Okay.
Oh, that one just says ball. Well, no, that's not what I'm looking for. Baldur's Gate, religions. I mean, I had checked this before, but... Religions. I mean, the thing is, we can allow there be some type of church.
That was only just a sheer curiosity question. So, but all right. I'll let somebody do their thing first before I get around to my thing.
One of the things is the whole converting religion. And was that Gabe that joined?
Yes, I'm here.
Gabe, what's up, man?
How are y'all? I'm good. Well, tired.
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah. Number of small cults, esoteric societies. There's shrines to worship evil powers such as Bane and Baal. There's ones in favor of Tamora.
That
I'm
is
gonna
the
say
goddess
that-
of luck.
Yeah. I
A lot
would
of
say
rogues.
that there's a Church of Saloon in Baldur's Gate. I thought I had looked it up that there was one, but no, I can't find it. But we're gonna say there is. So
Saloon,
you will be
like,
you will
Saloonites
get
are
to
kind
go
of
to a
common
Church
anyway.
of Saloon. Yeah, no, very, very much so. And no, actually, I think I read on here, on D&D Fantasy Grounds, that there was St. Louis Knights in there. They good?
Yes, they are good. They were watching this episode of Daniel Tiger where Daniel is missing his parents while he's at school, and that makes Sam remember that sometimes he misses.
Okay. So, yeah. Someone's going to visit, specifically Gavin Sano is going to visit Shauna Tealflower. And then, Dahlia, you might be going with Green Shadow, if you choose to go to the Church of Saloon. Salune or Saloon? I think it was Salune when I was reading over it.
It's both. What's technically accepted as the correct pronunciation is Salune, but
Yeah.
literally there's media made by Wizards of the Coast where they say Saloon. So
Yeah, no, I feel like Saloon is like for short, basically. Also, yes. No, it's Harry. What do you?
I would, there's one person I would like to take with me specifically when I go talk to Shanna, but I don't have to do my thing first. I just wanted to put that out there in case I forgot.
Also, I was going to say that Gabe, his character,
Yeah.
has now finally chosen your patron, right?
Yes.
So that's locked in. So you could or could not you might or might not get a visit from your patron.
Who's your patron?
Yay.
Which one did you pick?
Lug, Lugh,
But what type of warlock are you?
Celestial.
Oh, those are so cool. Those are so cool.
Yeah, they're one of my favorite. I love multi-class.
I used to play as a Celestial Warlock. The last Sano was a Celestial Warlock.
Also, did we level up?
That's...
No, you're still 5. You're not getting 2 levels ahead.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yeah. All right. You guys can discuss amongst each other who wants to go where, and then we can follow the separate splitting off story paths.
Well, if they were going to go do their saloon thing, then I would imagine while they were busy doing that, I would go visit Shanna, and I would probably take my brother as well as Ragnvaldr with me for that, if they would want it, were willing to go.
She hates the cult, right?
Yes, it's a classic Batman story between her and the cult. Literally, they killed her parents. Sacrificed them, actually, ritually.
Oh, this is gonna be good. We'll get along nicely.
Yeah, I guess I can come.
I feel like I normally do the first thing, so I'm gonna let them do the first thing this time.
Chaz, did you want to twist Dahlia's arm into helping you convert? Chaz there still? Okay. If Chaz has stepped away,
I muted myself somehow. I don't know. I'm a
oh, that would be why we didn't hear your lovely voice.
Technology just hates me so much.
I mean, I just don't really mute myself. Y'all just hear what you hear.
This
Take it with a grain of salt.
this one is very interested in having a deity which is more prevalent on this plane of existence.
Perfect.
You might want to put your phone down and focus on role playing, honey. All right.
You said
So you
put her
guys-
gun down?
No, her
Oh, no.
phone.
Oh, phone.
Mm-hmm. Did you want to be on the camera or no?
On here.
You don't have to be. You can just role play verbally. Let's find another way.
I'll just go closer.
Okay. Actually, can you be seen on the camera? Yeah, you can be seen.
Okay.
See? Yep, right there. Okay. All right. Go ahead, Chaz. Chaz and Dahlia, you're entering. Are you standing on the laundry?
Standing right? You could have just rested.
You guys enter you find a church of Saloon. And you enter. And go.
All right. Well, welcome to the Church of Televex. I don't know
Salute.
Okay, it's okay. You say that to Chaz, to Green Shadow, and like,
Right.
here you go. Here's the church, and
I guess we can go on like a little tour, and I'll point out like sketches and pictures. And stuff
well,
like
one of the priests there sees you ushering Green Shadow in. Yeah, so they'll come up and say, "How may I help you, my child?"
Hello. I brought a friend with me from a distant land who is interested in converting to.
Remind me how to turn down the background music on this because it's really loud for me today. Like I'm
Sorry.
losing it.
You can change the volume of the background music, the jockey music.
I just don't remember how to do it. I
Left
know I
click on
can.
jockey. You go
Yeah.
in Discord, left click on jockey.
I think I right click on it for mine. Yeah, I right click on it, and then there's
Oh,
a
right-click.
user volume, and I just slide it. Like I have it down.
Yeah, shit. That's why it's loud because it's on my tablet because it's a pain in the ass on my laptop when I'm trying to do both. All right, never mind. I'll just suck it up.
You can do it on your tablet. You can take and tap on your tablet. You should be able to tap on it, tap on jockey music, and it should pop
There
up
it
the same
is.
scroll.
There it is. I got it. Thank you.
Should be some way. Because yeah, if
Yeah.
it's like at
I got it.
100%, it's overwhelmingly loud.
Yeah, it was over 50%.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's much better.
20%
Alright.
works for me.
That definitely works.
Okay, good.
Yes,
All right.
definitely.
All right. So you're in the Church of Saloon. You've already been approached by a priestess who welcomes you to the church. She sort of side eyes Green Shadow, who looks a little bit odd, and asks how she can help you.
My friend here is looking to convert to the Church of the Saloon. He's from a distant land and would like to have a deity that is more prevalent here in our land. So we can get some information and ensure that this can be good for them.
Well, all are welcome to worship at the Church of Saloon. The Our Lady of Silver is very welcome. You're welcome to come up and pray to the Moon Maiden. I'm sure she will bestow her blessings upon you. And she ushers you to the front of the church to go up and pray.
This one shall offer a tithe to the Church of Saloon.
Oh, you're going to tithe, okay. Are you going to like step up to the front of the church and pray?
Absolutely.
All right. Wonderful. You too?
To the altar.
All right. Wonderful. So both of you are taking the time to actually kneel down and pray to Saloon. And after a few minutes of prayer, when you blink, you're transported somewhere else.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Both of us?
Yes. Both of you. Yes. Both of you. When you blink your eyes, well, actually, I don't know if a contract can blink. We're gonna say that you're able to open and close your eyes, because otherwise it would be super creepy if not. And yes, you're
Okay.
transported to a completely different plane where it looks all black except for a crescent moon in the sky. And you hear a loud and somewhat booming, but also soft, gentle voice at the same time, like a nurturing, motherly voice. Speak up. And ask, and it's addressing you, Green Shadow. Why do you want to join my church?
This one has been a faithful follower of Dolara. This one has found that Dolara is not in this land, and this one desires to be a member of a church that is present in this land. It seems that Dolara, with my friend here, is very, very similar in many respects. Its Salune is very similar to Dolara in many respects, and this one believes that it would be helpful and beneficial to this one and perhaps the Church of Salune if I were a member of this church. If this one were a member of this church.
I have observed you. You were made for fighting, weren't you?
This one was constructed for war.
I may have use of you. Both of you. Yes. If you wish to pledge yourself to my cause, then you will be allowed to be a warrior for Saloon. Will you be willing to bear the mark, my mark, the mark of the moon?
I think I would.
You already do.
Yeah.
Talking to him, sorry.
This one's construct makes it difficult to wear a mark. This one wears these bracers, which have been previously marked with Dolara. This one would be happy to bear a similar ornament for the Church of Selune.
As you say that, the other mark is burned off and is replaced by the mark of the Moon Maiden. Like instantly.
Thank you, my lady. Your approval of my existence, of this one's existence, is greatly appreciated, beyond what you can understand.
You understand that you'll be called upon to fight and to serve my cause against Shar.
Gar, this one is your sister?
Yes, and my enemy. You, both of you, will need to be a light in the dark.
This one will accept this burden.
All right. Instantly, both of you awaken back at the church. And he has now the mark of the Moon Maiden.
And is it this
You
mark?
make a note of that too. Sorry. Where was your other mark at?
I actually, and it's in my inventory. I have bracers on each wrist, which were marked with Dolara. The symbol of Dolara, which is like a rising sun, kind of somewhat Japanese-looking rising sun, but blue and red
right.
emblem.
Not anymore. Now you have the mark of the Moon Maiden on your bracers. All right.
Cool. That was too easy.
Well, you haven't had to do the hard part yet. The actual fighting.
Yeah. It's the fun part.
Yeah, the whole part where you get asked by Saloon to do something.
I would like to
He's obviously
add.
showing things of you as well. What's that?
I would like to add. Usually, if you interact or have an interaction with a god or celestial type creature, you get a point of inspiration.
Oh, really? I don't really have a
I
problem
think-
with that.
I think
I'm
that's
gonna get
actual
your
like. I think that's actual. If Gavin could back me up, I think that's actually like
Oh.
the rule kind of in D&D.
I realized I had myself
If-
muted.
If I'm not
So
wrong.
it's not exactly, but it is a common. So, according to the lore, anytime that somebody, which very rarely do mortals ever directly interact with deities, but when they do, they usually report feeling just so divinely inspired just from the mere prospect of having a conversation in the presence of an actual god. It always says that people feel like they're in awe and for a lasting period of time after the fact. And so a common homebrew rule to manifest that is that after doing so, DMs will give their players inspiration as a means to reflect that feeling of being in awe. But that's not exactly a rule. It's just what a lot of people do.
Okay.
I mean, I have no problem with giving inspiration for that. It's not like you'll be talking to gods a whole lot. That was literally a conversion. So it felt like you can't just convert to a different god without being addressed.
Well, especially considering the fact that clerics, a lot of people don't understand what a cleric is. A cleric is the chosen ambassador of a god. You can be a priest but not be a cleric, and some Joe Schmo running a church, just because they're doing so doesn't mean they have divine powers. A cleric is somebody who has been chosen to be the warrior of a specific deity, and is given powers as a result of that commitment.
Yes. In fact, I think, what is it? One of them is Channel Divinity or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Channel Divinity. Which actually you don't even have yet because you're only level 1. If you were level 2, you could do that. And yes, when you would be channeling divinity, it would be coming from Saloon now.
Saloon, yes.
Yeah.
Saloon.
I mean, you still have your powers of your divine domain stay the same because Saloon just kind of works for
Twilight, like, it's
Twilight,
perfect.
yeah.
Yep. Well, that was a fun little side adventure. And in that, to the priestess of this temple to Saloon, this one offers 63 gold pieces in appreciation and maintenance of her temple.
The church has their boxes open. They'll definitely accept it.
That is an incredibly gracious donation.
It is.
That's
That
like
is
strolling
really
into a church and be like, hey, here's 10 grand. Don't spend it all in one place.
Yeah, that's a big type.
This one has converted.
I mean, it does make sense if he's trying to convert and show his loyalty to the new gods.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's your prerogative. Go right ahead.
All right, now that I'm not supposed to be a god anymore, I'm going to turn my camera
Yeah.
back on.
And then you're going to be an angry mid-20s girl who with a resting bitch face and a bad attitude.
It's funny that you think you know what I'm going to be.
Damn.
Oh, well.
All right, so you guys are going to go to Shauna Teal Flowers' place, right?
Yes.
That's it, right?
So, I'm going to talk to them first. Ragnarvaldo,
Yeah.
brother, while we're in town, an old friend of mine lives here. Actually, oddly enough, I don't believe you've met her yet, Balthazar, but she's actually my ex-girlfriend. We go way back, though. We're still friends. We're still cordial. We lived together for a couple years while I was being trained as a blade singer. And let's just say she has no friendly feelings for the Cult of the Dragon. I'll leave it up to her to whether she wishes to disclose why or not, but she has lost a lot to them. And it's left her a little angry, a little bitter. With that being said... What's that?
If we go knocking on her door, will she kick your balls in?
I believe we parted on friendly terms. We've talked since the split, and we're, like I said, we're still friends. She's a good person deep down. Try not to judge her too harshly. She's been through a lot. But I feel as though she could be a valuable ally in the days to come. She is currently under a pact to a powerful archfey named Nixrigenkal. But, I wish to bring you guys along with me. I think once you get to know her well enough, you'll like her. Oh, and let's stop and grab a bottle of white wine on the way. Just trust me on this one.
Man, Balthazar and Ragnarval are so chatty. What the hell?
I'm so impressed that he's managed to maintain a healthy relationship.
Withhold comments for now until you have had your introductions. She's just as likely to punch me as she is to hug me. I will say that, but there are no hard feelings between either of us.
Oh, and if I happen to write a song about you getting your face smashed in by the fair maiden with the rest RBF, I hope you do not take too offense to that.
It might be a good tune. Every hero needs the occasional comedy ballad, after all.
Of course, contrast is the first law of all art.
Indeed, indeed. Well, shall we? I'll throw my arm around both of them, and as we start walking, and I will try to find somewhere to buy like a not shitty, but not top shelf either bottle of white wine.
Very nice. You're gonna need it.
How much will that run me? Like a gold piece, or?
Wow, that is a good and interesting question.
This is I'm looking for better than Barefoot Moscato, right? But not.
Better than Barefoot Moscato.
Yeah, but not like super expensive.
Wait a minute. Barefoot Moscato, you even rate is anywhere approaching actual vintage wine?
All right, so modest. So poor will be 2 silver pieces. Modest is 1 gold. Comfortable is 2 gold. Wealthy is 4 gold, and aristocratic would be 10 gold minimum.
For a bottle of wine.
Yes.
You know what? I'll pay the 2 gold. I'll pay the 2 gold for a
Full bottle of wine.
a comfortable bottle of wine,
Nice middle of the road.
like a nice Riesling, maybe.
Yeah, I would say a nice Riesling.
All right. Cool. I picked that up, and I'm going to hand that to her immediately as we open the door. So I know where she lives. She just lives in like a shoddy apartment in like the lower city. So I climb the staircase to her lodgings and.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you knocked. Was that you knocking on the door?
Yeah, knock on the door.
No one answers.
Not even time for an old friend.
You don't hear anything.
I don't hear anything. Shauna, are you in there? Can I, like, look through a window or something?
Yes.
I would like to do that.
All right. The apartment looks torn apart, and there's blood all over the place.
Okay, I'm busting. I'm
Taking the door in.
I mean, with my 8 strength, but I'm trying to get in.
There's 3 of you. Between the 3 of you squishy guys, I'm sure you can take a door down.
Yeah.
I mean, if not,
yeah.
you have spells. You have spells. You have cantrips.
I was about to say, may I use frostbite on the? Okay, yeah. I'll say I'll use
All
frostbite
right on the handle, whatever. I'm not
Can I use?
rolling checks for the door. You can make short work of a door between the 3 of you.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah. So
Blasting it in?
I'm
we're
getting in, and I'm looking around. Shauna.
There are a lot of dead cultists. Like, just a bunch of them. The furniture is completely, like, torn apart, smashed in fight. There's probably, like, a dozen dead cultists and blood all over the place. It was more than a scuffle here.
Can I investigate?
Yes.
You need an investigation check from me?
Yes.
I'm
I'm
gonna,
also gonna do my own investigation too.
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
I would like to re-roll that. Never mind. Ragnavaldr will find anything that he needs to find.
Ragnavaldr. Oh, hold on. I accidentally minimized. Hold on. Ragnavaldr can see that on one of the dressers that is not completely destroyed is sitting propped up a small note.
Yeah, does he point it out to me?
Yes, I turned to Sano.
I quickly
I think I might have
snatch the
found-
note up. I am visibly panicked.
All right. So I am just typing in for you what the note says. You can share it with them or not.
I would read it out loud. I'll say I would read
You
it
would
out
read it
loud.
out loud.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Unless
well, then,
just you think there's anything I wouldn't want them to know, but I would read it out loud. It all
in
seems
that case-
prudent, so.
All right. If you're reading that loud, then I'm just going to type it into my notes for later. They find a note that says, You know how jealous I get. I knew you'd visit her. See you soon. And then it's signed Ty.
I look like I've seen a ghost. As I would read all of it up until the name on it.
All right.
I hand the note to my brother. My brother knows who Ty is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, remind me who that is again. Just like
she
out of play.
she betrayed me in the Harpers. She was somebody that I was actually in
Okay.
love with for a little bit until she tried to kill me.
Lovely backstory. I love it.
Question. Is there like a lock of hair on this note or anything like that?
Lipstick.
There's some lipstick.
Mm-hmm. Like it's sealed.
Um,
Sorry, I forgot to
yes.
mention that.
So like, it's a sealed. Okay. So like, would it be something that I could use if I was to scry on somebody? I guess is my question.
Let me look up scry.
I would think that would count like as at least like part of her DNA at least.
Yeah, it's got to be a part of the person's like genetic makeup kind of thing.
So like they say like
Like,
hair, a vial of blood.
Hair, bit
Um,
of nail, or the like.
The light.
I mean, I guess her lips have been on it, so I mean, you could leave skin DNA if you kissed something.
Well, yeah, your saliva has DNA on it.
Yeah.
It's also kind of a very small amount. That's going to be really up to. I can
Yeah.
see it going either way.
+5. Throw. I mean, no, I wouldn't say. What's this? Oh, that's the jockey. No, you haven't. He hasn't met the target, right? Well, wait. Which one are you trying to target? Are you trying to target Ty or Shauna?
I guess whoever's DNA would be on this.
You would have to know who you're trying to target, though. I would have
No,
think
no,
my
no.
brother.
I don't want to scry. Look, I don't want to scry. I don't have the spell scry, but I know. I would assume I know of the spell scry. I would keep it in case I would need it to scry on them when I potentially get it.
Possession or garment. So it would probably count as a possession or garment, maybe.
Yeah.
And that would be like a -4 to the modifier.
Yeah.
But if you don't know the target, that's also a +5 to the modifier. So overall, that would make it like just a +1.
+1. Yeah,
You've heard
which
of the
is
target.
yeah.
Unless
That's
it was,
fine.
unless it was Gavin doing the spell, because
Yeah.
then it would be a 0 to the save modifier and then a -4 because he has met the target, or actually
Well,
maybe a -5 because he knows the target well.
well, even if like we'll say we like
Well,
met her
technically,
and then
I've
she
thought
got
I
away,
did.
and
Maybe
then
I
I could
actually
scry
don't.
her.
I mean, well, you've met her anyway, so
Anyways,
the garment would be a -4.
I will take the note and I will keep it. Or my brother can keep it. I don't care. Whatever.
I'll keep the note.
Yeah.
I would just Sano, as someone who's very normally really lighthearted, is in a dark place right now. You can tell my gaze is blank. Even you haven't really ever seen me like this, being my brother. I'm just almost trailing off. I guess just get the gods so there's some kind of record of this happening.
Sorry, did you miss some of that, Nick?
No,
Oh, okay.
and I got the gist of it.
Yeah. kidnap his girlfriend.
You
I
at
kinda-
this point you can tell I get a little impatient. I said, get the bloody gods.
I mean, I guess I kidnapped his girlfriend.
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah. No,
You know
I
what?
kind of tell
I'm
about.
gonna,
All kind of weird.
I'm gonna go ahead and get the guards. I'm gonna like lean into Balthazar and say, I think you can comfort him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was gonna put my hand on your back and just kind of be like, we still have time to save her. It's not all hope is lost.
I mean,
You
you could
know-
cast sleep on him. That way you could just, take a little
Do what?
nap, cool off. You can cast sleep
No,
on him.
yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. Now you would seem that Balthazar doesn't usually try to comfort somebody, but he oddly seems good at it.
Well,
Oh yeah,
what do you
that would
think?
make sense.
I
What are
would
you
say,
getting at?
I'm
Are,
just,
are you using your thing?
no, no, no. I mean, I could use it technically, but no, I just say I'm good at I'm a good comforter. I don't like doing it. I don't care to do it, but when I need to, I can.
Yeah.
You're not
That's one of
doing
my
the look into my eyes. You feel
No,
fine.
no.
You're great.
You
You're
feel
happy.
okay.
You're not even bothered.
Yeah, you're not even bothered by it. No, I'm not doing anything like that.
I'll say,
No Jedi mind tricks.
Ty, this seems even beyond her. She's being manipulated. She has to be. She's doing this because somebody's making her. This has to be why. I know. Ty is. I found out that she's a Zentarum agent. She was a double agent in the Hoppers. She comes from a ninja clan from Karatur, and she deliberately fled her family because she didn't want to be forced to be the assassin for someone else. This makes no sense.
Yeah, that way you can just sit here with me.
Well, maybe we just have to wait until it's happened.
Yeah, good point.
If I can ask, why would she try to kill you?
Because she was hired to. Because I am a Hopper and she is a Zentarum. We are even greater enemies than we are with the Cult of the Dragon. And the Cult of the Dragon hires members of the Zentarum from time to time. Which must be exactly what is going on here. The Zentarum are mercenaries, assassins, killers for hire. And herself being a Kunoichi makes her quite adept at the job that they give her.
I once had a chick that I thought was kind of a Kunoichi, I'll tell you that shit.
But if she's after me, which is likely what it is, and remember that assassin back in Greenest? It's likely there was some connection there. If she's after me, she would at the very least, I would hope, leave Shauna alive long enough for me to find her. With that
I don't
being
think-
said, Shauna has powerful allies. What I would like to do is, if we could, Shauna's patron is an archfey by the name of Nyx Rigenkal. If we make our way up north, perhaps there could be some way I could reach out to her patron. I'm sure he wouldn't be keen on the fact that she has been abducted.
Gavin, one little aside, one little distinction that I'm going to make is that you know that Ty is involved with the Zentarum,
Yes.
not necessarily a member or complete representative of the Zentarum.
It's what I suspect, but
Yes.
I
You know that he has ties with them. That's all.
yeah,
Okay.
But yeah, no, I get what you're saying. It's what I suspect. It's my
Well-
opinion that she's probably a member, but I just at the very least know she's affiliated. So, but yes, that is a worthwhile correction. But I would explain the distinction that I'm not sure of the degree of her involvement with the Zentarum. I suspect that she may have been a member the whole time, but I don't know that for certain. I think, at least I hope, that she is being manipulated somehow. and that this is not
Okay.
solely her own doing. Because in the end, let me tell all of you, if the time comes where I were to have to make the choice to kill Ty, that is something I simply cannot do. I would not be able to do it.
That's fine. We don't have to kill her. We can just take her in. I've got ways of making sure that she won't get away from us.
That being said,
My-
you may find she is surprisingly mentally resilient.
I cannot wait for you to eventually catch up with them.
I don't know the extent of all of her training, but I do know that I have seen her in the line of duty resist mental effects. I've seen her dodge things that would have required unbelievable reflexes to do so. She is a skilled warrior, to say the least. A human weapon.
I think between me and Balthazar, we could not so easily neutralize her.
First
But I
things
think we can
first,
do.
we need to find out where Shauna is and rescue her.
Remember too that the ones that were dead were cultists.
Yeah. I'm
yeah,
not
so
sure.
I'm checking the bodies and see what
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure the implications of that, whether Ty would have actually killed some of the cultists. Maybe, but I doubt it. But Shauna, I mean, she can fight. Again, she's a pretty skilled warlock, but against an assassin like Ty, Santa wouldn't be surprised that she lost.
I'm trying to take notes too for all this.
No, you're good.
Awesome.
So, yeah, is there any clues at all where they might have gone, where they might be?
Other than taken by cultists, as your most, just because of there's all the dead cultists, there is no other like hints. Oh, that in the note. You know that Ty is involved somehow. But
Yeah.
other than
Okay.
that, there isn't anything. Sorry.
I feel as though that if we track the cultists, that is just, which we were already going to do, that is the most surefire way to find Shauna.
Now you have even more to lose. We're more to gain. You know how you look at it. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we
Have the
got-
guards gotten there yet?
Certainly.
I would
They,
just, I would probably not share the note with them, but I probably wouldn't share the note with them. I wouldn't want them to think that I was somehow involved in any of this. But, yeah, I mean, I'll just tell them everything about her, so they, have a full profile.
this happened several days ago.
Oh, it did?
They'd already been there and had no clue where the person was taken, and couldn't spare anyone to come clean up the mess.
So they already knew about this.
Mhm.
Okay, well, I'll just tell them I knew her very well. If I'll answer any questions that you have.
No, we don't really have any questions. We weren't that concerned about it. Yeah, maybe she'll turn up, maybe not. Anyway.
Okay, that
They
pisses
just
Santa
wanna
off.
get back to
What
work.
do you mean you weren't concerned about it?
I mean, she's not one of our high-profile people. We don't even know that much about her. She wasn't necessarily anyone important.
She wasn't important.
They walk off.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Well,
All right. Somebody do something before I go to prison.
Yeah.
Let's not have
Excuse me, sir. I think I understand your perspective. However, I think we ought to leave now. If We have
Do
no
you not?
more.
Do you not realize these are cultists that attacked her? Doesn't that make her a somewhat? Doesn't that make this a high priority, considering the cult is a huge problem?
As they're walking out the door, it's like, oh, the cultists are all over the place. They're a huge problem everywhere. Good luck.
Okay.
And they're out.
Bricks.
I mean, they're common guards.
Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah.
Honestly. Yeah, if
I
but-
uncorked the
Okay,
bottle of wine that I bought for her and just
That's
start
why I
taking
said you
some
would need-
swigs.
Yeah, she was not a diplomat or, someone who was in charge or the head of anything or a big store owner or anybody like that. Like you said, she was at a lower income housing kind of thing, just a standard modest apartment, and kept a low profile, so nobody even knew that much about her.
You would have seen
She's
as they're
also the
walking out
type
the
to just kind of
door.
keep to herself anyway.
As they walk out the door, I'm just gonna be like flashing an extremely obscene gesture towards the guard.
Yeah,
Um,
they beat it out. They weren't really worried about this. They have so much other stuff going on in Baldur's Gate. Oh.
Well, I guess I would want to go meet up with Friar Green Shadow and Dahlia and clue them in on what happened.
Good plan.
Probably head to that church of saloon.
Yeah, well, let's assume you had a meetup spot at like a tavern not far from both of your objectives.
Yeah, that's a
I should
fair
have
point.
I should have you guys plan like a meetup or something like that ahead of time, but I figured that you guys would communicate and have a spot to meet up afterwards.
In the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere probably in like the middle city.
Yeah.
Nothing too pretentious, but nothing where we feel like we're gonna get stabbed walking through the door.
Exactly. What is it? Lower Baldur's Gate, the lower city, the upper city. Is it middle city? Is that all it is?
I don't know. This is the area between them, whatever it's called.
Yeah, I know it was broken up into like 3 different sections. Yeah. Yeah, we'll say middle city.
Or center
Like
city, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I tell them that. So that's what we found out. The cult has taken her, and sort of an instance of my past coming back to bite me. And I feel as though Dahlia, you would especially, and I lower my voice for this part, especially be interested to know that this particular person from my past is in some way or another affiliated with the Zentarum. And you would know the Zentarum are like the mortal enemies of the Harpers.
Yes, Dahlia has stepped away to tuck in the kids.
Oh, okay.
But she'll I would say that she would not or something. She would acknowledge you at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. If she has to step away and it's during combat or something like that, she gives Chaz Green Shadow permission to control her character.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, Freya, Dahlia, it appears as though there's even more at stake here for me. I can only hope that we stumble upon her as we continue upon our current route. In fact, we have to, and I'm not one to beg. I never have been, but I'm begging for all of you to please help me in this. I have to save her. She's a dear friend, and she's already been through so much. I can't let her lose her life.
This one believes that perhaps that this is an intersecting, shall we say, quest, and it seems that this one was abducted by the cult, and these ones are pursuing the cult. This one thinks these might coincide.
Well, I ask you, Freya, in the coming days, I am certainly not a religious man, but you are. So I ask that you give her your prayers for her safety and her safe return.
This one offers, this one's prayers, this one's Lord, with Lord Salune. Or the Lady Slune. As the case may be more appropriate.
Thank you.
Oh, damn it. I found it. Upper city, lower city, underground, Worms Crossing. Wait, is that all of it? Hold on,
If there isn't like a middle city, then just
no,
the-
there's outer city, lower city, and upper city.
then I would
So
say
the
outer city. Yeah.
is the worst. The lower city is like the middle, and then the
Oh.
upper city is like the higher area, I
Then
think.
this would be the lower city. Okay.
Yeah, the lower city is a large crescent-shaped portion of Baldur's Gate, fully contained within the walls. So it's within Baldur's Gate instead of the
Then
outer
her
area.
apartment would have been in the outer city because she was in the rough part, is where she lived. Just
Oh yeah, 'cause
she
that's
didn't really.
That's a sprawling, chaotic shanty town.
Well, because she doesn't have money. She doesn't have a job. So the only place she can afford to really stay is the outer city, where they'll take copper, for her to just have a shack that she can live in.
Well, that too would be why the guards weren't very concerned about it. I was thinking it was at least outer city.
That's what I said. She was in kind of the rougher part of the city.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like a rough part. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, she doesn't work. She spends all her time plotting revenge against the Cult of the Dragon.
All right. Is there anything else that anybody would like to do in Baldur's Gate before moving on to the tradeway? Well, actually,
I draw my short sword and rapier and kill them all.
kill all who? What?
I have a question. On our way here, did we ever do like the skill training stuff we talked about before?
I think we were going to do that on the road, weren't we?
You haven't done the 120 days of travel. That's coming up.
Oh, okay. Understood.
Yeah, the other stuff that you did was sort of getting to Baldur's Gate and then arranging to have someone to travel with so that you could sort of infiltrate the wagon train that's heading north. North? Yeah, north. Yeah, you're going to be following the river Chianthar and then taking the tradeway up north. Does that take you back to Alter Route? I guess it does.
The only thing I would really want to do is get all my stuff for making spells. For making the spell scrolls.
Gotcha. Well, they would certainly have the materials at the various shops for spell scrolls. You can add the materials for the gold.
Okay, yeah.
Cost, I can pull it up if you need the gold cost for it.
Well, are we just going to count the making of the scroll in with the material cost?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but I would say you can easily find, a shop that has the materials for it. That would be a problem.
So
Not at some place like Baldur's Gate.
Yeah. What was the gold? What was going to be the gold cost? Because I think I wanted to make.
Are you wanting to make a making a spell scroll?
Yeah. So, I think I want to make a spell scroll of Counterspell, which is a 3rd level spell. And then.
Oh, you're gonna be so annoying.
And then
It's 1 week and 500 gold pieces for a 3rd level spell.
holy fuck! I don't have a gold for that. All right.
I got you.
Wait, hold up. Wait, we were gonna remember we were choosing a different gold amount because that's not accurate to what because like if I sold that spell scroll,
Right, if you sold it, it would be 500. So it needs to be like half that, basically. All right, yeah. So whatever it is, it's half. So for 500, so it's 250 gold that it would cost to make a scroll of counterspell. And yes, if you wanted to, you could even sell that later on, although they would probably haggle you because they would sell it for 500 and they would only buy it for like 350 or 400, something like that.
Still profit. That works.
it would be little. It would be a little profit. Like you would make
So
like 50
yeah,
or
with that
100
being
gold.
said, people don't make huge profits when they sell spell scrolls. It's primarily for academic reasons, but people do make a small one whenever they sell it.
That's fine.
Yep, but you can deduct 250, and after 1 week of traveling, go ahead and make the spell scroll.
Okay.
So,
You'll add it to your inventory.
Yeah. yeah.
rewinding back to before we travel, and even maybe before we got on the ships to come here, we were given horses at one point as we left Greenest to travel to El Terrell. Obviously, did we have our horses when we got on the boat to come to Baldur's Gate?
Yes, the horses are still there.
So we still have horses.
Yes, unless you decide to sell them or eat them.
Wonderful. And these are all riding horses.
Yes. Now realize that you can't go any faster than the wagon that you're supposed to be guarding.
Yes. Now
So,
that leads to my next, and this is as a player, not as a character. We know that we've been engaged by Delary Lewell to escort her caravan of how many wagons is it that she has?
I think it's just 2.
So,
I don't know.
and honestly, it's not really relevant. Has she offered us any sort of conveyance other than the amounts that we have?
I mean, she offered you gold?
No. She's offered us gold. We know that, a gold piece per day. We know that. No conveyance, like transportation.
Travel.
Oh, no. She hasn't offered any transportation to you guys. She'll be with the wagons, and you guys could. I mean, at the pace you're going, I think it's 15 miles a day. You guys can technically walk that, or you can use your horses.
Yes. So, collected friends. This one suggests we should acquire our own wagon for carrying our own goods, and as well for maybe some issues that require more concentration than might be possible while riding a horse, and also for privacy, that we might have a covered wagon.
How do you suppose we afford this wagon? We're not exactly rolling in funds.
These ones are not poor. Individually, maybe some of you are paupers, but these ones are not poor.
All right.
I continue drinking straight from the bottle my semi-expensive wine.
I hate being so honest, but the fact is, it is feasible. It looks like for mounts and vehicles, a sled is 20 gold and carries 300 pounds, and a wagon is 35 gold and carries 400 pounds.
As I hold up the bottle of wine, I spent a fifth of all the money that I have on this. Take another swig.
A wagon that also comes with the harness. Need it to pull it. You just need the horses to pull it. So it literally already comes with a harness. Sorry, go ahead.
This one suggests that the feed for our collected mounts would be easily carried in a wagon over a period of 50 days. This one also suggests that we have a certain security of our possessions. Should we have a wagon or a cart?
Wait a minute.
To collect our possessions.
Wait a minute. There's a difference between riding horses and draft horses, isn't there?
Yeah, there's definitely a difference.
So draft horses, those are like your race horses, right?
No, draft horses are the we need an ox. We don't even need a draft horse. We need an ox to pull.
Or like a mule, like just a few mules maybe.
Yeah, you have riding horses, which wouldn't actually be the same as draft horses that are made for hauling.
Correct.
Right? Yes, there's also mules. Draft horses cost 50 gold apiece. Mules are 8 gold, but they only have a speed of 40 feet.
I feel as though a couple mules would be fine. They're work animals. They're made to pull heavy loads.
feel like Amelia might be having some trouble with the kiddos. I might want to go see if I need to help out and do
Is
that
this a
stuff.
good time for the 5-minute break?
Yeah, let's take a little 5-minute break so I can get some more water and we can check on things and pee and all that stuff. We'll make sure everything's good here.
Okay.
All right. See you in
All
a
right.
few.
Be back in 5.
Yep, I'm gonna mute this real quick.
Let me get the music going again. I realized I forgot to loop it that time.
Loops.
You know what? I feel like I always default to this, but I love the sound of a good harp. So I'm gonna go back to my harp music.
That's fair. Harps are good. Harps are a great instrument.
They're just gorgeous. You know, like they are one of
Cousin
just the
Michael,
prettiest
go to
sounding
bed.
instruments ever.
There's a harp in one of our music rooms that's just sad and broken, but you can play a few notes on it. It's got pedals too. You can change the key.
I also know that playing the harp is very difficult. Like, for example, like with the guitar, you know, you have 6 strings, but the harp has as many strings as it has notes. So, like, that's why it has so many.
Yes, and it has no frets.
Yes, no frets. Like, to my extent, it's just playing the harp is just, it would be like, it's like if a keyboard, well, like technically a keyboard or a piano is just strings. But anyway, there's a note for every key. So you just, does where you pluck on the string matter? I don't know if it does or
Yes.
not. It does?
Yes.
Yeah, it's just like a guitar in that sense.
Okay.
You have to pluck slightly off center because if you pluck it right in the center or right on the ends, you dull in the resonance. So you gotta pluck slightly off center.
But that doesn't affect like your pitch. That just affects the quality, right?
It can if the strings are old or new. If they're like right in the middle, you'll be fine.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll be right back.
Hey, you're still coming to the LARP this October, right?
Yep. I mean, I'll have
Sweet.
to leave in the middle again to go to an exhibition for a marching band, but I'll come right back.
Okay,
I should be back in time for all the fun things.
sweet. Oh, hey, Gabe.
Was it?
Got some exciting news. You weren't here for this, but me and Angelina got engaged.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got
Awesome,
engaged
man.
on the
Congratulations.
4th. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. And the wedding will be in 2 years on the 3rd of October.
October 3rd in 2 years.
Yeah,
I will be there. Wait, you got engaged on the 4th?
I think so. Yeah, if I'm remembering
It's
correctly.
been 5 damn days and you couldn't say a word about it? Good.
Mobby. I posted it on. We posted it on our Facebook.
You know I don't see shit on Facebook, but yeah, congratulations.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah,
Are you gonna have a
and
destination wedding?
what is that supposed to mean? Like a
Uh,
venue?
it's some like shit where you have like a little scavenger hunt and have all of your guests like wander through the woods to your wedding. It's really
No, I don't think we're gonna have that.
funny.
Considering a lot of the people that I guess are coming, a lot of my family are like grandparents. So yeah. It's alright. I don't think Grandmama fully knows yet.
I'm not gonna say shit
I'll
because
tell her Thursday, I think.
if she finds out for me, she's gonna be pissed.
I know. So,
Wait, I can lord it over her that I was told before she was.
well, well, you were. She was told that I was gonna do it a while back. That I had plans on doing it. She never got told that I got engaged.
Oh, it still doesn't matter. I can still get under her skin.
Yeah. But yeah, so
Yeah, congrats, man.
thank you. Yep. Yeah.
I'm gonna buy you a wedding present. Something obnoxious, but
Oh
useful.
yeah. Yeah. Well, you might be in the wedding party. I don't know. We gotta see how many bridesmaids um Angelina has. So,
Wait, was that
because I'm trying to do what?
I thought. Wait, I thought you were like making a joke, or you were being serious. Because I thought you were
No,
like
no, no.
saying,
No, I was being serious. Like, if I have enough room, you're gonna be a groomsman.
uh,
Yeah. Like,
no, I thought you were making a joke about me being a bridesmaid.
no, 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 no.
Wait, you're gonna be a
I don't know how
bridesmaid?
many.
I guess so. Shit.
No, he's not. He might be a groomsman, but
Oh, might. You
yeah. Well,
might.
the thing is, I'm trying to coordinate with her and how many she'll have. So, like, of course, Tyler, my uncle, and Gabe, or not Gabe, Gage, my stepbrother, they're all groomsmen.
I assume Brandon would be too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. My uncle,
Oh,
the
right.
Brandon. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I'm back. I'm just hopping in to take a quick shower, but we can still move on.
I am lighting an
Shall we-
incense
Oh, yeah.
stick real quick.
I have a question about a strategy I think I've come up with.
Oh boy, I can't wait.
I call it the mind. I call it the mind goblin, essentially. And what it is I throw mind sliver on an enemy, and the same enemy I hit it with unsettling words. So that'll be a D6 and a D4 against its spell save, or its next saving throw.
Unsettling words.
Yes.
Unsettling words.
It is
Honestly,
a class feature in
might
Eldritch.
that might not be worth it, considering that'll be 3 rounds in a combat, and before somebody can actually get a spell off on it.
Oh wow.
So it might be better off like doing the one that's just its flat D6, and then
I
having
don't know. I think you
me
could do
or
both. Well, are they
I mean,
both
I guess.
actions? It depends. I think one's an action and one's a
Yeah.
bonus action. So
Unsettling
you could
words
do
is a
both in a
bonus
turn.
action.
Yeah, you could
Oh
do
yeah,
both
you
in a
could.
turn.
Okay, never mind. Yeah. So if you did that, and then like me or um, the two wizards in the party do a spell on it, me or Santa do a spell on it, then it would be optimal.
Well, Mind Sliver, they have a chance of resisting if they pass their intelligence save.
Yeah.
And the other one, it looks like
The other
it's
one is safe.
spending a bardic inspiration. It's pretty much just guaranteed. Whatever that die is, it's going to get taken away from the saving throw. But that it's only before the next turn. So yeah,
They would
the
have
thing
to go after me.
Yeah, if you did the unsettling words, realize that that would get expended when you use Mind Sliver and they make an intelligence saving throw. But then it would
He
also
did
get
Mind Sliver first, and then did Unsettling Roads, because you don't have to do action, then bonus action, or bonus action, then action.
Yeah.
So technically, he could do the Mind Sliver and then do
you have the
Unsettling Roads.
potential of having like a D6 plus a D4 coming off of a
That
saving
would be
throw.
a really good way to set you up, Nick, for if you're like trying to control somebody.
Yeah, if I'm trying to mind control, like Charm or Hold Person, or
You know,
something like that.
because I'm sure you guys already have one in my campaign, so don't be offended when I say this, Lee. But we really need to have a group that's just players, like a group chat for like planning stuff.
You mean for you guys to plan against me?
Yes.
Yeah.
You have
You
full
say
permission to do that in my game. I expect you to. You're gonna need to.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing too. If you guys just wanted to, where's the D&D chat? Go into a different chat. Like, do I have a different? Yeah, there's.
We can literally just have a group message between all
Yeah,
of us.
because right now we're in general chat. You guys could jump into at the bottom of D&D is Life, the Dragon Queen chat channel. You guys could jump in that, and I will just stay out of it.
Oh no, yeah, certainly while we're live in a game, but I'm also talking about like in between games, like to have like a text
Yeah.
chat.
You guys can make like a group message or something like that to plan your attacks against me and make yourselves even more annoying to me as a DM.
But isn't that like awful? Like the Mind Goblin strategy, it just cripples a save.
Oh yeah,
Well, I mean,
yeah.
there's a chance of the 1d4, but really it's just your ability to, whatever your dice is, be a 1d6, 1d8, 1d10. Eventually, I think at late game it's like 1d12 is your dice. It's like, that's a huge chunk. If that ended up rolling like a 9 or a 10, that's 10 off of a saving throw. Even
You might
someone
actually
with
be able to like, yeah,
modifiers.
enemies with like huge saving throws. You can actually give yourself a real chance at making them fail that way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good timing. Oh, hold on. Let me turn the camera off.
Okay.
Okay. And I'll also this. Okay, we're good.
All right. Oh, why do I keep forgetting to press to loop my music? Why do I keep doing that?
Man, just sucking at life right now. I don't know. So, did you guys decide if you're going to buy some mules or? I mean, I recommend 200 gold for an elephant. Which
Is that something we can do?
I mean, I just kept.
Imagine trying to
I
feed that
don't even
thing
know
on
if
the
there
way,
are.
though. Imagine feeding an elephant for 2 months.
I mean, I don't even know if there would actually be elephants in your area. I was just reading off the list of animals, and I just thought it was funny.
I mean, I got stuff I can sell.
The Necromancer
Now,
just
for
freaking
this
kill the
area,
elephant
probably
and
wouldn't
then
make
bring it back.
an elephant available for this area. I don't even think there would be elephants in this area.
Probably not.
Yeah, you're
would
probably
be,
right.
Would be the draft horses, which can pull more than the riding horses, as well as ponies, mastiffs, war horses. Probably not camels.
Yeah, I know.
then-
Let's just get some camels. That's what I want.
I mean, actually, it says that the mules pull 420 pounds, and the riding horses pull 480. Hold on.
Lee,
much
how
do-
many penguins would we need to saddle to pull our entire cart?
Oh my!
I swear to God. Okay, looks like the weight of a
Wait, let's do the
wagon
math.
400 pounds. So really, you'd only need. Yeah, no, I don't think it would. I don't think it would matter if you use the riding horses for the cart. I think you could probably use the riding horses for it.
But can the riding horses pull more than mules?
Riding horses can pull 480, and a mule can pull 420.
But how much cheaper is a mule?
Well, we have riding horses already.
Riding
Oh,
horses.
that's
You already have a bunch of them.
We already have, what,
They're not taking them
5
back.
horses now?
Yeah, you have 5
Okay.
horses.
Yeah,
Doing the
okay.
math, if considering penguins can travel up to 60
Oh my
miles
God.
per hour to get food in between meals, all we would need by doing the math on our combined character weights, assuming my information is right, we would need about 47 penguins to pull a sled of all.
I mean,
But we actually have one other or another, and I assume that the Sir Reginald's going to stay with us. He had a mount as well, so.
yeah, so we'll just keep our riding horses and we'll use them to pull the cart.
Did Reggie
Um,
have a mount, or did he just ride bitch with one of you guys?
Hey,
Well, because I
he's a
assume
little
he's a chemical freaking robot dude rode bitch to him.
No, the little alchemical guy can literally ride on his shoulder.
Oh, I thought he was more humanoid size. Okay.
No, he's a little thing, I think.
Kobolds are small. They're about 2.5 to 3 feet tall.
Yeah,
They're
let me
like
see.
a child. They're a child. Yeah.
Hey, Lee, I do have a question that's very pertinent for Sano, though. How much would it cost me for about 2.5 months worth of tobacco?
God.
Boy.
And assume that it's going to be with heavy use as well when telling me that.
How many sets of teeth do elves get?
Okay, so 450 gold per pound.
Wait, 450 gold for a pound of tobacco? No way.
Yeah, well, that's for a whole pound of it, though. That's a lot.
Okay, I guess a pound of tobacco is like I can't visualize what a pound of tobacco would look like.
Hey, if you need someone to silver tongue somebody, I'm ready.
I know you are capable of silver tonguing in multiple ways, being a bard.
That's what she said.
Wait,
Also,
so
I do have
are we-
something I need to let loose. So I got the money.
are we at the place where he needs to get the tobacco?
I'm looking up tobacco prices and how long a pound of tobacco lasts. I did not expect to have to be looking up.
We also just like agreed on how much. I don't remember even what the amount you told me was, but how much it would cost me like per week in tobacco. You can just multiply that by like 10, and that's
Yeah,
how
what did
much.
I tell you per week?
I think you might have told me. I don't remember how many gold you said per week,
It was like a 1 gold per week or something like that, I think.
or something like that. Yeah, I think you said it was just like a gold
You
or
said
two
for
per
light-
week.
For light use. So that means you wouldn't even be doing it every single day.
Oh no, this will be every single day, multiple times a day for 2 months straight. So maybe 2 gold a week then. So 2 times 10, 20 gold.
2 gold a week, so 8 gold in a month, so 16 gold.
Yeah, but I'm wanting to get enough for like 2.5, so that way I'm just not having to worry about running out. So that's like 20 gold.
Sure.
I'm just gonna ask, can somebody spot me 20 gold for some tobacco?
Oh, I can.
Oh, this poor boy trying to.
Ragnarvalder acknowledges that Sano's had like a tough time just really these past few days, so I am more than happy to part in order to make Sano just a little bit less underpaid.
All right, awesome. You are the absolute greatest, Ragnarvalda. You are a gentleman and a scholar.
Think nothing of it, my friend. Here.
And since it brings me comfort, I want it to be vanilla flavored tobacco.
Sorry. I popped up for a second to tell something. What was that?
I said, and since it brings me comfort because it is, I think I'm literally just buying whatever tobacco my master likes, and I put in the notes here that let's see. Yeah, my master likes vanilla, so yeah, I'm gonna get vanilla tobacco.
Okay. So 20 gold worth of vanilla tobacco. Are you
Yep.
guys buying a wagon or sled or anything?
I think so.
I think so.
I have 8 gold,
This
so
Could I
This
sell
one has-
something?
Gold, so
Shut up. Someone was trying to speak up.
Dahlia, sorry, says that she has 344 gold. She hasn't really spent shit.
oh man, I'm a broke bitch. That dagger really set me back, but 100% worth it.
Yeah. No, it's really cool.
This one finds that these ones can purchase a wagon for 35 gold pieces, and then possibly 2 draft horses,
Well, I think
The
we
50 gold
determined that
pieces
the regular horses can pull it just fine.
Yeah, I would let you hitch up like 2 of the horses to the wagon and pull it easily because it's not like a huge wagon. It's a small wagon.
Can I continue to be the party's sugar daddy and pay for this?
I mean, I'm completely fine with that.
Is this wagon shall be a covered wagon such that one aboard the wagon is not easily observed?
What's that?
He wants to know if it can be covered, if it's a covered wagon.
I mean, I would think that if you're transporting stuff that you wouldn't want it to get rained on and stuff like that, so there'd be like a tarp over it, like just a modest one.
Okay.
This one
I would
proposes-
also think we might want to like invest in maybe like a couple replacement wheels in case a wheel breaks or something. You know, that way we don't have to leave behind our cart. Oh, except does
This
anybody
one-
know mending? Because if that's the case, then we're good.
This
Yeah,
one-
actually,
this
someone
one-
does know mending.
Okay.
This one knows. Yes, this one does.
So never
So-
mind. That's not a problem.
Ragnavaldr, out of your 103 gold, are you spending 35 for a wagon?
Yes, I've already done them. I should be at 58 between the tobacco and the wagon.
Did you take the
That
gold?
was
Did it update?
Let me see. Yes. Yep. You're. All right. So let's see. I gotta find items, a wagon for you in here.
Oh, Lee, could I also sell things? Are we in a place where I can sell things?
Yes. Certainly.
I would love to part with this beautiful breastplate in exchange for pieces. Unless anyone in our party would like a breastplate.
I was gonna add the wagon to your inventory, Ragnavaldr, since you purchased it. By the way.
Awesome.
Yes, you have a wagon. Weighs 400 pounds. A little heavy to
Wow,
carry.
that
Hey,
Current weight is 518.
I have a question. Would there be any way that I could get in touch with Rilbor? If not, it's fine. But
I mean, he was at the meeting.
yeah, but
So
we're
you-
already.
You would presume that he's still. Well, I mean, you guys haven't left yet, right?
I
you
would want to
presume
find
that
him.
You would presume that he was still somewhere in town.
I would want to find him if possible.
So you would want to go to where he hangs out at,
Yes.
or where you think he hangs out.
Yes.
By the way, Rag, you said you were selling something?
What's that?
One thing is, Ragnvalder was selling something.
oh yeah. A suit of leather armor and a breastplate.
All right, so let's see. Breastplate says the cost is 400. That's if you're buying it, so they'll probably offer you 200.
Can I silver tongue them?
You
Every
can
time
attempt
you say that, man, it sounds so wrong.
I want it to be a gold tongue.
I'm sorry.
I want it to be a gold tongue, and I want you to charm me with your gold tongue.
Oh, I can. All right. So I'm going to walk into the shopkeep. Also, with my glamored leathers, I have to like look exactly like I'm some kind of businessman suit, but like medieval style.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to walk up to the counter and I'm going to say, "Sir, good evening."
Good evening. Well, very good to see you. What can I help you with?
I would love to meet an agreement with you. I have this beautiful set of leather and breastplate armor that I would just love to part with. You see, it's just too bulky in my inventory. It would be great if I could part.
Well, we'd be happy to take it off your hands. Can give you 200 for the breastplate, and 10 for the leather.
Oh, that for the breastplate, I have taken such good care of this piece of armor. As you can see, features no dents or scuffs whatsoever, and I can assure you it has been through its weight, but has absolutely no wear and tear to it.
All right, roll for it.
Persuasion?
I would believe so, unless you were deceitful about it. Oh, I forgot I covered up my face. There we go. Camera's back up. Greetings.
I don't know if it. I genuinely don't know if it had any damage on it when I bought it.
What's that?
So, I don't know if it had any damage on it when I bought it.
You don't know if what?
If it endured any if it was damaged when I bought it. I think I lied about it to the shopkeeper about.
No, you're saying it was damaged and you lied about it?
I think it wasn't, and I lied about it being damaged. If I'm right.
You got it? You lied about it being damaged?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you lied about it earlier when you bought it, but saying that it's undamaged, that it's in good shape, you weren't lying about that.
Yes, I assume so.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Go ahead and roll persuasion then.
All right. Just for continuity.
All right. You rolled a 5, but you got 15. So
And I have
still-
silver, and silver tongue makes that, and also my silver tongue thing makes that a 10. So the 5 would be treated as
What about your silver tongue?
let me look it up. Bard
Power something that you wanted to use?
Yes. Hold on. It's loading.
It's fine.
Don't eloquent bards treat deception and persuasion checks. Anything lower than a 10 is automatically treated as a 10.
Oh,
I think
really?
it's only at a certain point. I don't know if your would be at a high enough level. I'm not sure though.
I don't see anything there on it. Let me look up. I'm doing a lot of looking up tonight. Go to bards. Scroll down to eloquence. The most bardiest of bards. Silver tongue. You're a master at saying the right things. When you make a charisma, persuasion, or charisma deception check, you can treat a d20 roll of 9 or lower as a 10. Oh. Well, I feel like it should have already done that, but yeah, I forgot that you had that, being an eloquence bard. So why doesn't that show up in your thing, actually, under abilities? Silver tongue?
I don't know either.
Add that in later.
Yeah, you might have to add it in because I think after the update, it like unlinked subclasses. No, it still shows my subclass though. Weird.
Yeah, I think it did unlink his, though. Huh?
What is plus 10 from?
Oh, the plus 10?
Yeah.
Oh, isn't that his modifier? I think that's his modifier.
That's
'Cause he
from
has
expertise.
charisma. So for skills, if he does a persuasion check, he gets a plus 10 because he's proficient in it. So it's
has
literally-
expertise in it, so he gets a
Yeah,
plus
it's
6
his
plus his
proficiency.
charisma for a total
Yeah.
of 10.
Yeah, so he's a plus 10, and then with him having silver tongue, the 5 is actually treated as a 10, so he gets a 20.
So
Yeah.
he can't literally at level 5 can't roll lower than a 20 on persuasion.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
deception.
That is stupid. that is so dumb in the best way.
Charisma. So +4 for charisma. Oh, it's because he's expertise in it, so it's double
Yeah.
adding his proficiency. So it's a +3, a +3, and a +4. Like he chose to get. He went full into persuasion.
Yes,
As
I did.
pretty much every bard should.
Yeah. How did he get expertise? Oh,
Bards
third
get
level, you use
expertise.
2 of your skill proficiencies to get expertise.
Yeah.
Damn, that's really.
Okay.
He literally can't get less than a 20 at level. That was back at level 3. At level 3, he couldn't get less than a 20 on a. Yeah. You can get 250 for the breastplate. Congratulations.
I will take it.
Rogues get
He's
like
gonna be the.
4 or
gonna be your
6
money man right here.
expertise.
What's that?
I said rogues get like 4 or 6 expertise.
No, and literally there's a build that's called a skill monkey build where somebody does a multi-class of rogue and bard.
Yeah, you can literally get proficiencies in like everything. No, everything. Like you're almost everything, almost every single skill. Because like just
And then you get
Yeah,
expertise in like half of them.
yeah. Because also as a bard, he gets half proficiency in everything, and then the other ones he gets like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then he gets 2 others that are double proficiency. And then as a rogue, you get other proficiencies and then expertise. So yeah, you can basically just be good at everything. Although the rogue bard isn't going to be shining in combat as much.
Right.
They're just focused on being the skill monkey, like you said.
There's a couple rogue bard multiclasses though that are actually pretty good. If you multiclass, for example, the best example would be a swashbuckler rogue and a swords bard multiclass together.
Yeah, no, I almost made one of those in Baldur's Gate. I think I was looking at trying to do that.
And you can do the whole skill monkey thing with it and still be badass in combat.
Yeah. No, I was going to actually make one of those because the swashbuckling rogue has a bonus that allows you to, if you attack someone, just take a swing at them, then you can't invoke an opportunity attack if you step away from them.
And swashbucklers also get abilities that run off of charisma, so there's synergy with bard as well.
Sword bards can get extra attack, so they can attack twice, and then rogues get sneak attack. So you can like sneak attack, run away from that guy, stab somebody else, and then run away from that guy, and then give inspiration to someone.
Or hide. But
Or
yeah.
hide, yeah.
Or hide.
Action hide as a rogue.
This one has two longbows. This one would like to sell. This one's non-magical longbow.
I think I might have
certainly.
some things that I can sell.
Oh, good sir, I would like to introduce you to the absolutely wonderful Vanguard behind me. Fire Shadow.
Are you just gonna charm everyone? All right. So instead of 50 gold, he can get 60 gold because I'm not even gonna have you roll it because it's gonna be a 20 or higher.
I mean, he could always roll better than that.
I
Yeah,
could.
but still,
What
it's a win. It's just a win. You can't lose at persuasion checks.
Also, I have an S stock that I would like to sell.
Oh, and meet my other friend here, Thano,
Didn't we
the
offer
incredible
you
wizard.
a shop a shop section?
Normally S stocks go for 25 gold pieces, but with my wonderful bard friend negotiating for me, how much can I get for this, Lee?
30.
That's it. What if he slept with the shopkeeper? Could I get more for it?
It's 20% more. That's a good jump. Everything's going to be 20 to 25% more.
What if he showed the shopkeeper an even better time, if you know what I'm saying?
The shopkeeper's a
So, Thano,
Alright. 38.
understand, I know you are poor, but if you really need that money, I guess.
You always were a good friend, Ragnarvalda.
8 gold. He really does need some money, though. Did you already spend your 20 gold for tobacco?
I
No.
bought the tobacco.
Oh yeah, he bought me the tobacco.
Can we just officially call Ragnarvalda your sugar daddy?
I mean, I'm okay with that. I have no objections.
Oh yeah, so also I rolled 2 persuasions off the screen. I got a 14 and a 19. Just for fun. I wanted to see how high it could go.
All right.
So that would have been a
Remember, just delete it and then add in the gold I told you to your inventory, unless you want me to add it for you.
I already did it.
Okay.
I have 38
That
gold
would've been-
pieces now. I can afford to eat.
You do, Sano? Because it still shows you as having 8 gold.
I'm looking at it. It shows 38.
It just did update. I don't know why it's lagging behind. Okay. So everyone's good with shopping, right? You got your
Yeah,
good deal.
I'm good. I'm-
To Ragnarvalda.
Sano's on a mission. I'm ready to get on the road. I want to go save my friend.
All right.
This one
Before-
proposes that we collectively, as a mutually agreeable, ensure that we have rations for our mounts, for our draft
Oh
horses.
yeah. So
This one-
though,
This one shall purchase for the party what we consider appropriate.
so the DMG says that to sustain yourself, you need to eat a pound of rations a day. So for each of us, we're looking at like 80 pounds of food per person just to eat for
Nay.
this, or 60 pounds of
Nay.
food per
This one
person.
requires no food.
That's right. You don't, but
Also,
I do.
don't forget that the part of the reason it takes you can only do 15 miles is because it's also including time for you guys to go hunt and forage for food on the road.
Oh,
'Cause
that's
rations,
fair.
You wouldn't last all that time.
Well, rations, it's like dried meats, dried fruits,
Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I mean, you
and
can do
also
that.
like hardtack is another thing that's rations, like, the bread that you can't eat without dipping it in water because it's so dry.
The rations you would need to buy beforehand is animal feed, which is only 5 copper per day.
I'd think that Santa would probably just, for good measure, maybe not for the whole time, but I'd probably buy like 30 bars of hardtack, just for a rainy day.
All right, so you can definitely buy some rations and some rations for the animals.
So, what do you want me to drop for gold pieces for the animals?
I'm pulling it up right now for 120 days times what? 5 horses?
20.
I thought it was
Not 120 days. Yeah,
25 days.
50 days.
a,
50 days of travel plus the day of rest. 60 days total.
Oh, hey, and Lee, also not trying to spend a ton of time on this. How much would it cost for me to just have some coffee for the road? Just enough for like a cup of coffee every morning.
I feel like that would just go with the rations. 750
Okay.
miles. What's that?
50 days.
Okay, yeah,
Plus
actually
the
put down 50. Where did I get 120 days from? I did see 120 days somewhere.
You told us 60 days.
Time, so
Well, 50 days of travel plus a day of rest every, I think, 5 days or whatever it was.
No,
For
I know where I got
total-
120 from. 120 miles south. Okay, no, it was something else I looked at that had 120 on it. So let me go back to the calculator. So that's basically going to be 50 days. Let me clear this. Times 5 horses is 250. And that's going to be
coppers.
Yep, 250 coppers.
Good.
Or
That's
I mean, times 5 coppers each. So that's 1250, which is what is it? 100 coppers.
yeah.
So that's 12 silvers. That's basically 12 silver.
So 2.5 gold.
12
Fine.
silver, that's 1 gold and 2 silver.
Yeah. What I did I do that right? Wait, is it 100 copper for 1 silver?
No, it's
2
10
golds
copper
and
for
5
1 silver. It's always
okay.
10 and 10.
So
So
in that case, 10 copper, so that's going to be 125 silver or 12 gold.
think about it this way: if copper
okay,
is pennies, and think of gold as your dollar bills, and copper is pennies, and
Yeah.
it takes 100, like it takes
It's-
100 copper to make 1 gold.
This one has purchased the feed
12.5
for the beasts. The feed is loaded on the wagons.
Yes. So yeah, who wants to pay the 12 gold? Just take it out, and we'll say that covers.
This
yeah.
one has paid the 12 gold.
Okay, perfect. So the animals will be fed. You guys can hunt and forage for food. Not even going to
This
roll
one-
for that if you're out on
this
the road
one's-
like that.
This one has no interest in such trivialities.
Well, I mean, you're able to hunt. You could still, your buddy's got to eat. You
Yeah,
could
you're
help
doing
us
hunting.
eat.
No,
Gotta keep the
the
family fed.
eating and the drinking.
Oh yeah,
This one has
Santa
nothing.
would also want definitely some drink for the road, but yeah, I mean just an amount. Whatever I gotta give is fine.
Well, like I said, it was what, like 2 gold for a bottle of wine. So if you want like a bottle of wine a week, then 2 gold.
Like crappy wine, like cheap
Okay,
wine.
so like 1 gold.
Okay, yeah, I'll take my barefoot Moscato. That's fine. So like
Dude,
Like 8
get
gold.
to Boone's Farm, man.
Okay.
If you are seriously gonna go ghetto, go to Boone's Farm.
Yeah, I think I have expense. Yeah, you can even get squalid, nasty wine for 1 silver piece.
no, maybe a little better than that. Needs to at least be
Just a
palatable.
straight bottle of vinegar.
All right, I'll just I'll deduct 8 gold, and now I'm down to 30. So
And you have several flagons of seriously fermented horse urine.
I think I can do without that.
Yeah, I don't think we need. Let's not go there. Let's focus on other stuff. Okay. So everyone's sold and bought and got wagons and food and tack and food for the horses and everything. We're all set, right?
I believe so.
Okay.
And we're off to see the wizard, the wonderful wizard.
Before you guys set off, I need everyone to make a charisma check.
Oh, I thought you were about to say roll initiative. All right, just
Charisma
like straight
check or
charisma.
Yeah, you want me to roll your charisma check? Okay.
Straight
Yep.
charisma.
Oh, this is gonna be
or-
awesome.
Well, you don't have
Oh,
a
wow.
flat 10
Oh
on
wow,
there.
I have you know what?
I got it right.
It seems prudent enough. I think I will
Yeah,
use my
yeah.
inspiration on this.
Yeah.
Marking it off.
I actually need to write those down because that's apparently
All
something.
right, a 13 is much better than a 6.
Should I roll again? Because 10 does not seem great.
Why would you be able to roll again? Hell no.
This one has no charisma whatsoever. This one is not real.
You have a negative in charisma. Dang.
This one has a metallic face and glowy eyes. And
Hey,
it
there
camouflage
are
metallic
warforged
content.
bards. I have seen a warforged bard.
Your current always.
And I've sang with the Warforged Bard.
6.
Actually, like the coolest concept
yeah.
I've probably seen for a warforged was a warforged warlock whose patron was the ghost in the machine, which was a UA thing.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's like thematically flawless.
Yeah.
Wait, Green.
Cats on my desk.
Santa, why do you have 2 different roles?
Because I ate up an inspiration to roll again.
Oh, okay. All right. Gotcha. So let me just replace your other one with 13, and then I got to go to the next page. All right.
No demon.
All right. 10, 13, 21, 14, 7. Righty. Save that. All right. All right, so yes, it is the stretch of road is 750 miles by horse-drawn or mule-drawn wagons. You cover 15 miles per day. Animals need 1 day off after every 6 days of hauling. So I think I just put on there that basically, is that 15 days or 50 days? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. They're mostly merchants. So at this point, there's nothing identifying the cult's wagons. You know
This
that they're
one
out there.
is. This one is very aware of what wagons belong to the cult. This one observed them buying the wagons.
Oh, so you can identify the different wagons.
He also
You
observed.
told me I watched them buy 5 wagons, so I assume that
Identifying marks on the wagons that would allow
or
you.
the individuals who bought the wagons because
Okay.
Resimir was on the
So
Ally of the Quinn or whatever it's called.
you, out of everyone, will be able to recognize the cult members that bought the wagons. Okay. Let's see. Wagons.
I assume so. I mean, if not, fine. I mean, it's your game. If not, but I would say that because of what my character did, that we should have some reasonable ability to identify the wagons of the cult.
Yep. All right. I got to start marking off days. So first day goes by. Excuse me. Absolutely nothing happens. Smooth sailing. Nothing exciting. That's 1 day down.
This one shall spend 1 hour per day as a disguised self. It's various disguises or descriptions, and riding very near to the wagons of the cult, listening and observing for any information that might be pertinent.
Oh, did you say that you're disguising yourself, using the spell disguise self?
Correct.
Okay, so that you can get closer to the wagon, the cult wagons.
And appear different every time I perform this, so that it's not an obvious thing.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Hang on, if you are doing that, then
I actually have a question, Lee. There was something I kind of wanted to do.
yeah, yes, sir.
Could I buy 10 gold worth of incense, charcoal, herbs, anything like that?
Just plain old incense, I guess so. Sure. You're rather decadent as a player character.
No, reason why is
And smoke and incense and everything.
I want to be able to cast Find Familiar.
Dear, don't you? Oh, you want to cast Find Familiar a lot? Or wait.
Well,
why
no,
do
you have to have 10
Oh.
gold worth of charcoal, incense, or herbs to consume in a brass brazier to cast Find Familiar.
Yes, you will be able to buy the materials for that. Do you need me to add that to your inventory?
No, because I'm going to burn it immediately to... I'm going to summon a... Let's see, what are we thinking?
I'm gonna do the same, Gavin. Or not Gavin, Lee.
I'm going to summon a
that?
hawk. And
I'm gonna do the same.
I feel like you should summon an owl. So that way there's one
Yeah, that's
person to watch them during the day and one at night.
I don't think a thing has to sleep anyways.
Well, no, but to blend in. Most people would say
yeah.
that an owl is the best familiar. I'm only doing a
Yeah.
hawk, so it's not out of place if they happen to see it during the day.
Yeah.
Because you
So I'm
can
gonna-
see through their senses. So
Yeah. That's fine. I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna have an owl familiar.
Sorry, I yawned. All right,
Yeah.
that all sounds fine.
And actually, I will do this twice per day. That burns up 2 first-level spells. Once as we first start to break camp, and then once as we're starting to approach the end of the day, just to listen to what they have to say.
Okay, so you're doing one of the spells in the morning and one in the afternoon or evening?
Yep. Afternoon, evening.
All right, so afternoon?
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go with that
Yeah.
then. Okay. Has to be one of them. All right, nothing happens the second day.
I would also during this at different intervals send my hawk to just sort of fly over their caravan and see and hear through its senses as I do.
I guess I could do actually a couple of them at a time. Yeah, I'll do like 5 of them at a time. But first I'm going to do this one, and this one's going to be a 5th one.
I
18.
forget, with
right.
familiars, are you blinded to your own senses when you're seeing through the familiar? Or
Yes,
is that the...
only then. But
Yeah.
yes, when you're looking through their senses, you are blind to your own.
Suggest then that those who propose to do that should ride in the wagon
I
when they're
agree.
doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
All right.
This
Green
one was
Shadow?
wise in suggesting a wagon.
Green Shadow, go ahead and take off 1 first level spell slot for that disguise self that you used.
And
Yep.
I'm also gonna say my familiar is a fae. That's the creature type I'm gonna say it is.
Okay. All right. So, on the 5th day, one of the cult wagons overturns on a difficult corner. And it flips. It tumbles, and tons of the beautiful items and jewelry that was wrapped up in wool for protection is now exposed. So you're seeing some of the contraband that they were transporting.
So what all fell out of it?
Gold, jewels, jewelry, a lot of the treasures that they were transporting. Now this is only one of the wagons. Realize there's multiple wagons. Ugh.
I think we should pretend to help them.
Precisely.
I don't know if we should risk getting that close.
them discovering
Well-
who we are.
Here's my idea. If we make them like sort of have a sense of camaraderie with us, like just even passive, it would just make it easier to sort of infiltrate when we eventually get to Baldur's Gate. And we could also perhaps learn more information.
Yeah, but at the
Like,
same
just-
time,
just
we
like-
risk them becoming suspicious of us.
Well, what's suspicious if someone comes up and just helps you put your goods back inside?
Okay, yeah. So you're carrying jewels and stuff like that and expensive items, and somebody's gonna come and help pick them up. Would
Let's
you be
be honest,
suspicious of
though.
them stealing?
Let's be honest though. He can only, the lowest he can roll on persuasion is a 20 or deception. I think he'll be fine. I 100% support Ragnavaldr with whatever he wants to do.
I just think we can get away with it. What do you guys think?
Brother, at certain points in time, you have to either, how does the saying go big or go home? Well, I'm not ready to go home.
This one proposes that in a wagon train, that those on the train assist others who have issues. That we would not be the only ones assisting, that all members of the train would be assisting.
I mean,
And
do we
safety
see
is in
other
numbers.
people come up and help?
And on the other hand, too, perhaps make some light conversation. I would leave that to you, Ragnavaldr, as well as you, my brother. But maybe just ask a couple questions. You know, it seems like light-hearted banter. Oh, you're heading to Waterdeep, I assume. What's your business there? And obviously, they're not going to answer honestly. But what others don't say can often be just as valuable as what they do.
All right. So what's everyone voting for? Are you guys taking a vote, or is somebody just walking up?
I say
Hold
we
on,
help
yes,
them.
Stop. He has to paint the situation too. Are we the next wagon in line behind them? Are we the wagon ahead of them? Are we 7 wagons behind them?
You
Or
would probably
20
be a
wagons ahead of
wagons
them?
back. You guys would probably be a few wagons back and seeing this around the bend.
So it
So
wouldn't
you
be
don't-
too unrealistic of a distance for us to walk up, though.
No.
So
No,
I would say that it's easy for the party to follow the example of the wagons ahead of us.
That's
do,
fair.
do they just continue on and be like, "Yeah, fuck you, you're tough luck," or does everybody stop to help, and we too then obviously would stop to help?
Probably everybody would want to help because they want the train to keep on moving.
It looks like
Exactly.
the cultists are turning them away and refusing their help.
Okay then.
Okay.
I say we still walk up at the very least. Offer our
Yeah, I
help,
agree.
and maybe I'll give
I would say-
Ragnavaldr a chance to make a persuasion check or two.
I mean, what's the worst that can happen? You get into a fight. You guys are badasses. I'm sure you'll be fine. Right?
I would like to think that maybe I could I'd have like a cloak to like at least put over my head, make myself a little less recognizable.
I think if we literally saw them refusing the help of other people, continuing to walk up would probably piss them off.
This one agrees with the observation of our warrior princess.
Xena?
Or princess, I like that.
Should have named myself Cena.
You could have. If you die, you can always name the new character that.
Play a barbarian.
You could be a fighter or barbarian.
I feel like Xena would be more of a barbarian.
I think fighter. She wore armor.
Yeah, but so what franchise is Xena a spinoff of? It's Conan, right?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't know she was, no, it's Hercules.
Oh, that's right. It is
No.
Hercules.
Is it Hercules?
Yeah, Xena Warrior Princess was a spinoff of Hercules. I know because I've seen every single episode of Hercules and Xena Warrior Princess.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, never mind. I'm just gonna follow the party's lead. If Ragnavaldr wants to walk up, I'll follow him. But if he doesn't, then I won't.
If the party votes no, then I will not. What does the party think?
I'm staying at the caravan. I don't care what y'all do.
I think
These
what,
those ones reject assistance. These ones should not force themselves on those ones.
Agreed.
All right, so it looks like it'll just be Rag and Sano if you guys approach.
If Ragnvalder's not going, I'm not going.
You know what? Go big or go home, as Sano said. Let's go.
Okay. Okay.
Let's go.
On voyage.
Okay. I'm here for the fallout, man. Whatever happens. All right.
Trust me, my silver tongue can just diffuse any situation.
I'm sure your tongue is capable of quite a lot. Yeah.
All right. All right. One of the cultists that is keeping lookout can see you all approaching from a distance. Puts his arms out. We're good. We're good. We don't need any help. Go on. Waves you away.
Are you sure, good sir? As
Yeah.
a person who's spent quite a long time on the roads and traveling from town to town, such a load can be quite extravagant and quite honestly unmanageable without assistance.
He puts
Many
his,
hands make light work.
he puts his hand on the hilt of his weapon and gestures like over his shoulder to get the attention of one of the other cultists, and says, "I said we don't need any help. We don't need any help with this. We got it. We're good. You can go. I mean it."
Ragnvalder,
All
I think
right,
we
well,
might want to
His eyes
actually
are
go.
big. He's looking very much on edge, looking kind of twitchy.
All right, well, if you say so. And I turn.
You know, there's one spell in these instances that always really just has a way of sorting things out. And if you assume I'm meaning anything other than fireball, then you're wrong.
But I actually thought you meant the sorting hat. I don't know why.
Sorry.
Do you guys use fireball?
No, I don't think I even know that spell yet. I'm picking that up next level.
Oh, okay. All right.
My tail is tucked in between my legs, and we just turn and walk back to our wagon.
All right. In that case, the 4 cultists get the treasure back in the wagon, get everything fixed up, and get back on the road.
Can I try to do a thing here?
Sure.
While they are loading this gold up into the wagon,
Mhm.
I would like to mentally command my hawk, to fly over and see if it can perch on the back of the wagon.
All right.
And at that point, I'm going to put a hand on Ragnvalder's shoulder as we walk away, to give him a couple taps, and he's going to look at me and see my eyes are glazed over as I'm looking and hearing through the hawk's senses.
All right. One of the cultists is going to try to shoo away the hawk.
Going to try to shoo it away.
Yes.
It will fly, like, to a nearby tree, but, like, a tree kind of close by.
Let's see. Hawk. 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 So it has 1 hit point, 13.
A
armor.
hawk only has 1 hit point? You're telling me a hawk and a lizard have the same number of hit points?
That's what it says.
That's... I feel like it should have at least, like, 2 or 3. I don't know. But it is what it is.
Wizards of the Coast declare.
So does it land again?
Yeah, it lands on a tree after they shoo it away.
Okay, so it doesn't land back on the thing, does it?
No, it just finds the closest tree and perches there.
Okay. They don't really talk or anything. They just get everything loaded back up and back on their way.
As they move, it's just gonna fly a good probably 60 feet above their caravan.
So hold on, as they're loading their stuff, does the rest of the troop move past their crash, or does everybody waits for them to fix their crash?
No, I would say that since it overturned that they just keep on going past it until they're getting ready. They stop for them to like push it back up and get it back in place.
They had to get it up in place before they could reload it.
Yes.
So,
So yeah, everyone would have to wait for them to load it up after they get it back up. But at first, they just start going past.
Because we're on like a wagon.
Yeah, it's on a small wagon trail. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
They could have accepted our help. They didn't have to be so angry, but it is what it is.
You guys also could have pushed it because I mean they were a CR 1/2 cultist with like 9 health.
Yeah, but that would have been real bad for us to just give things away that early on.
True.
Like, if their cultists just get killed on the road by a couple guards that are working from a merchant behind, that's more than a little sus.
All right, so you guys got through that day without incident. Nothing went wrong. Let me roll 5 days at a time to make this a little easier and just see. Okay, there's a 12, a 13, a 10. Okay, so 4 of the days go by without any incident. And then the 5th day is a 17.
So this is day number 10?
Yes.
It can't be a 4 again. I got to re-roll it because we already did that. Number 2. Oh, honey, you'll like this one. Well, so as you're traveling, you notice that one of the travelers, who is a noble, is regularly seen mistreating his horses.
Oh, I don't fuck with that.
Right? He allows their collars and girths to chafe sores on their hides, skimps on their feed, and whips them when the aching, hungry animals don't pull hard enough or fast enough to suit him. And if you guys still have your horses, so the noble is actually admiring your horses and offers to buy one or more to replace the useless nags that he is stuck with.
Absolutely not.
Nobody sells their horse to him?
So this is when Sano really needs to learn to hold his tongue, and when his sense of justice really gets in his way, because Sano, without skipping a beat, says, "I only see one useless nag here."
What did you say? Do you know who you're speaking to?
Some
No.
upper crust.
And that should say something that I don't.
Anyway, as one of his horses collapse, he begins to beat it to death on the side of the road.
No,
Yeah,
no, he's not.
Get one.
Hold on. Hey, sir, I suggest you treat your horses correctly without harming them. And I cast a suggestion.
Or else what?
I
What do you
cast
think you're gonna do?
suggestion.
Realize that as he says this, he has a knight and a mage traveling with him that step up when he says
Yeah.
that.
I cast suggestion.
I really need to get that. Hey, can I copy your spell book? I really need to get that spell.
Roll a d20, good sir. I cast suggestion.
Really though, how much would it cost me to copy that spell from your book?
I think it's a level 2 spell. So $100? 100 coins? Gold coins?
Can anybody spot me the 100 coins to get suggestion? I promise I'll make it worth your while.
I got you.
What is the save?
Saves a 15.
No, I mean, what type of save? Is it intelligence? Wisdom?
Hold on one second. Let me see. Actually, I think it's only
It's
a
wisdom.
suggestion. I think it's here. Yeah, let me see. It's a wisdom save, DC 15.
All right, he fails that save. What is needed to cast this spell? Like, what is it? A material or gestures
Hold
or
on
what?
one second. Verbal and so I do not need any, since I have a spell focus. I just need I don't need any of the physical traits for it. It's
So
just a verbal.
It's just verbal,
Yeah.
and
I
as
think
well as
it's
your
just-
spellcasting focus.
Yeah, I think it's just literally saying I suggest.
Oh, yeah, the verbal component is the command of suggestion.
Yeah.
So what is it that you suggest?
That he treats his horses with respect.
All right.
So he he failed. Awesome.
Yeah, he rolled a 4. So he definitely fails. It's not asking him to stab himself or anything like that. It's a reasonable course of action. All right, how long does the spell last?
Well, it says 8 hours, but we also determined that because I used it last game, that technically it doesn't say that
Oh, 8 hours.
he had. Yeah, I don't know, because like I suggested that the lady that we're traveling with hired all of us, and we never determined that like that suggestion got lost after
Well, no, like she made the agreement to hire you
Okay.
on, so that's
Yeah.
done. Now you
Okay.
told him to stop beating the horses, which he did, but I would say that afterwards he would probably go back to abusing the shit out of them.
Okay, whatever.
So I mean, you have the option of fighting him. If you
Wait,
want
I
to
have an
stop
idea.
Yeah,
I have an idea. What if I cast Calm Emotions on him?
I mean, that's still only
Why
temporary.
would he, after
Yes,
suggestion, why
definitely.
would he go back to... Oh, I
Because
see.
the spell only lasts 8 hours.
He's an asshole nobleman. Like,
Yeah.
if you say be nicer to your animals, like he'll do that, and then at the end of it, it's like, what am I doing? Why am I feeding him and petting him? Fuck this, and he'll go back to doing that. He's not a man of honor or anything like that. Like he still return to his old habits.
You know what? Actually, I got something. I got a thing that I would like to do. Okay.
Fireball?
No, but something still very, very, very cool. I would like to cast Fear.
Oh my gosh.
On who?
On the nobleman.
All right. Everybody roll initiative.
Wait,
Oh my god.
how would they even know?
How would they not know? What? What do you mean? How would they know? Let's see, if you cast Fear, it's verbal, somatic, and material. You would project a phantasmal image of a creature's worst fear. It lasts for 1 minute.
So
they would attack you immediately, or he would attack you after the 1 minute. Depending on whether you were standing like
he
where
may
he
or may not know. For example, like why would he know that it was the result? Well, they might, but how would he know exactly that it was the result of a spell? What he saw? It says they see a phantasmal image of their worst fear. I want him to see an image of whatever his worst fear is, saying that he has angered the horse gods, and
So he rolled a 1, so he definitely fails. He is definitely feared for 1 minute. So
during this minute, because he sees an image of his worst fear.
I think it's his fighter and his wizard or whatever that's escorting him. I forget what the description was. That we're concerned with, not necessarily the guy you cast the spell on, but his escort.
They would see you cast the spell on him.
They would, but this is what bards are for smoothing things over.
Oh yeah, that's not a freaking guaranteed. God damn it!
I'm not gonna let him just beat the shit out of his horses.
I think I would probably agree with you on that.
So I don't want to fight them, but if that's what we gotta do.
Yeah, okay. So let me go ahead and share the map link with you guys. And then let me make them, because they would definitely not be hidden. And then everybody roll initiative. Honey, you want me to roll initiative for you? I can roll it for you. Yeah, okay. Just the initiative. Yeah, I got rolled it for you.
Why would I? No, I just have a second level spell. Actually, no, I would have first. Yeah. the mage armor.
No, I'm just not ever getting good initiative. I've had
Some good ones. You were ahead of Green Shadow one time.
because Green Shadow randomly rolled a 4, and so that made my
Maybe that
14 decent.
Oh, I need to roll one for Reggie too. Where's Reggie at? Sir Reginald.
So this conversation was happening over yelling distance of 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 50 feet.
Well, actually, Sando to cast fear would have to be 30 feet away.
I think we were probably. I think it was probably. Yeah, we were probably all.
Significant-
And then the rest of you would have to be.
Significantly
Huh?
Significantly closer than.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Sando has to position himself 30 feet away from the noble, and then the rest of you can position yourself wherever you want
5, 10,
in the like bottom half of the map.
I would think if we were grouping up.
Well,
Well, I know.
I
probably
would be
would've been-
standing right where I'm going to move myself to.
All right, so I can play.
Suggestion is 30 feet, so I guess I would be right there with my brother.
Oh, sorry, I didn't need to prove it. There we go.
So that's exactly 30 feet away. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yep.
I'd be right
I feel
there.
like you guys are gonna smoke these three if I'm being honest.
I'm not trying to kill them. I don't want to kill them. I just want him to stop beating his horses.
There we go.
Especially, I don't really care as much what happens to the noble, but like his guards, I don't really care whether I don't want them to die. They don't need to die. We can just hopefully talk them out of this and let them know how pointless this is.
Did you put the fear effect on the noble?
I did. Oh no, I haven't put it actually put it on there. Let me do that.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and do that.
Let's see, fright and there we go.
Oh, RPG music
Oh,
for turn-based RPGs. Hey, we need combat music.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we
Final
do.
Fantasy or
Let's-
Chrono Trigger, where it's like turn-based combat. And they're
How
just kinda
about
for the turn.
So the spellcaster, does it look like he's got a book or something a wizard would use?
Just says that he's a mage.
Oh, don't worry, Balthazar. We won't have to worry about that one.
I don't think we need to kill these guys. I think we can talk them out of this. Let them know that we don't plan on killing any of them, even their boss. He just needs to stop beating his horses. Eh.
Alright, he's frightened. Alright, and I think. Hold on. Mage would have had his mage armor on himself. Okay. Let's see. Does anybody need to do anything before we start combat?
Good.
I think we're good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to say that was like a surprise round on the noble, so he's feared already and can't do shit. I guess on his turn, he is what? Runs away?
Technically, doesn't have
If he has the frightened condition, it says that they have disadvantage on all attack rolls while the source of their fear is within their eyesight, as well as the fact that they cannot end their turn closer to the source of their fear than they started it.
So technically, you can just be frozen in fear there.
I thought it was while frightened, a creature must take the dash action to move away.
No, that's only certain extra effects on top of things that also happen to cause frightened. It just means that you can't willingly move closer to your source of fear, and you can't willingly end your turn closer than you started your turn.
You cast the fear spell, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have that the fear spell causes them to be frightened, and while frightened, they have to take the dash action to move away. Let me look at yours.
If that's what it says, then that's what it says. Let's see.
Yeah, they must
Yeah,
take the dash
okay.
action to move
But
away.
the whole dash action thing isn't just inherent to the frightened effect, but it is to the fear spell. So
Got it.
Other effects that we call frightened.
Yes,
No, there's
like
other effects other than frightened, like just being feared, and then they're stuck.
like a lot of dragons' auras has a fear effect.
Yes.
but frightened doesn't mean that you have to take the dash action. It just means that yeah. That just means that you what I said. All right.
It says he has to take the dash action. to
Yeah,
move away.
that spell does. Yes, I'm just saying the frightened condition doesn't say that, but that
Oh, yeah.
spell 100% does.
Oh yeah, while frightened by the spell. Yes, you're right. Frightened itself is something different. Yeah. Okay. Well, then it's Green Shadow turn to take a shot.
I don't think
No,
we need to
he's
kill
not
these
running.
guys. We don't need the
It's
negative.
not running away. All right, I have an extra 10 movement for this turn, so I don't. Am I mounted or am I on foot? I
think you
guess
guys
it
were
doesn't really.
You guys were on foot.
All right. So I will move 45 feet to here because I have an extra 10 because of Dread Ambusher. Move, you son of a bitch.
Oh, sorry. There you go. I have to approve it, and I didn't approve it, so I was looking at something
I'm
else.
sorry, it actually moved me 50 feet, not. I got to go back 5 feet to
Do
there.
you just want to unlock token movement?
I can, yeah. There we go. It's unlocked now.
And with that, I will ready my longbow for anyone who attacks one of my allies. Ready to action, attack anyone who attacks one of my allies or myself.
All right, so you're holding an action?
Well, yeah, I mean, they haven't really done anything to me. They're just assholes. I'm not going to frickin' kill them because they're assholes. Although, you know what? I often say I'd like to kill you because you're an asshole. But no, in this case, I'm not going to.
So, all right.
And I don't see the end turn. The end turn is not showing up. But
It's
that
already,
is
I think you did it because it's already moved to Sano.
Yeah,
okay,
no,
all right,
you did.
good.
It's just the arrow, that's all. The arrow at the bottom. All right, Sano.
15 feet.
Bring
to
it.
you. All right. So, 5, 10, 15, 5. All right, 5, 10. All right. So I'm gonna move up, right here, and I'm going to ready a lightning lure spell at the mage. And I'm just going to say, look, I don't want to fight you guys. There's no need for any of this. Your boss just needs to stop being an asshole and beating his horses. I'd have no intention of trying to kill any of you, but look at how outmatched you are. So please just stand down and let's handle this like gentlemen. Thank you. And that's going to be the end of my turn.
Oh, nice.
And I'm holding lightning lure for if somebody attacks me. Or an ally. And I'm holding it against the mage.
You said you have lightning lower against the mage?
Yeah, for if somebody attacks me or an ally.
What did you do? Honey? Did you attack someone?
Not intentionally.
Attack, 1d, save, 1d4. I don't even know what that is.
What that was. But
Yeah, I don't even see any damage on anyone, so I don't know what you did. Alright. Nope, not a big deal. Alright, but he
She did a
definitely saw you
pointy-
cast this. What's that?
She did a pointy, clicky by accident. It happened.
Look,
Oh, yeah,
um,
that's fine.
yeah.
Alright, so he is going to move around over here and take a swing at Sano.
I'm attacking.
Alright, roll your attack.
I mean, I don't know how that happens, like preemptively or whatever, but yeah,
you should
that's
move
my
up to attack him. Yeah.
that's my ready to action.
You can
so-
you can notice hostile intent.
Well, like I said, I'm taking an attack roll, so you can definitely roll yours.
A 15 misses. Okay.
15 misses. Now, I actually believe I get to do another attack because of Dread Ambusher. You know what? I'm still let that go. I'm not even gonna research that. It's not actually on my turn. It's not on my turn. It's not on my turn, so I think that's not valid. Never mind. I think that's only on my turn.
Combat. If you take the attack action on the turn, you can make one additional attack.
Oh, okay. So then it is valid to say I can take an additional attack.
If you take the attack action, you held your action.
Well, it is the attack action, though. Does it say on a turn or on your turn? That's the distinction.
It says at the start of your first turn.
Oh, okay. Well, then,
Yeah.
yeah, that wouldn't apply.
Right. That's what I thought. But
No worries. All right, here we go.
so whatever.
If he attacks me, if he makes a swing, then I am doing lightning lore on the mage. But I'm gonna wait till after
you
he does
held
the
it
attack.
You held your
Yeah,
action.
he
Yeah.
held his action. He didn't actually cast a spell. Ooh, 19 to hit.
Let's see. Oh, and I also it wouldn't even be that high. Dang, a 24. I can't even shield against that. All right.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you had something for it. I was waiting.
I can
No,
silvery
actually,
barb.
I'm gonna silvery barbs.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna silvery barbs.
All right. So he has to re-roll it then.
Yep.
And that's a miss.
Perfect. But that would have hit me if not for a dual wielder. So I would like to think, for dramatic effect, I parry his attack, like I block it with my dagger.
Who do
Yeah.
you give advantage? Who do you give advantage to?
I'm gonna give it to you, actually, Ragnavalder.
Really? Okay.
Yep. I believe you got something for this that can just help us try to avoid the rest of this whole thing. And I'm just gonna say, we warned you. There's no reason for this to go any further. But yeah, I'm gonna do my lightning lore on the mage now since he attacked me.
Okay.
So I forget if that's a con or a strength. Yeah, that's a strength save. I'll just roll it on the mage. I'm sure the mage just has a swimming strength score.
Oh, should I roll it? Yeah. No, he definitely failed that.
So he gets pulled 10 feet towards me. He would land right in front of me and takes 2d8 lightning damage.
All right. Yep, he's
And
wounded.
I'm just gonna say, we can help you nurse your wounds. There's no reason to see this to its closure. Stand down.
All right. That's your ready to action, right?
Yep. And now it would
He's
be
got two
Ragnavalder's
attacks.
turn.
No,
Oh,
he's got two
he's got
attacks.
two?
So, and it's a nat 20.
Oh, Ragnavalder.
Silvery barbs. Silvery barbs it.
That one is a very good use of it. So remember, you both got to mark off that spell slot for silver
Yeah,
barbs.
yeah.
And then he will re-roll it.
I get it innately, I think.
You get one innately, yeah.
Yeah.
So you can mark off that use of it. So yeah, both of his attacks missed thanks to all of you have barbs.
Yeah. You're cutting out for some reason. Or maybe that's just me. I hope that's not just me. I am cutting out bad.
Hey, can you all hear
Okay.
us?
Yeah, that
I
was.
hear you. Yeah,
Did that happen
Okay,
to all of you
all
guys,
right,
or was
I'm
that
back.
just
That-
me?
That was horrible. I thought it was hotel internet. Like everyone just went to like robot
No, same
speed.
thing happened to
I
me
heard
for
the
everybody
same
too.
thing.
So
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah, me too.
I assumed it was
My
input
Discord
from the
closed.
hotel.
that must have been a Discord issue then.
Yeah, it could have been a Discord issue.
Okay.
Very well.
All right.
Very well.
I have something that can completely neutralize.
Yeah.
So do I.
Where did my spell sheet? Damn it. There you go. Ooh, what to do? Are we still in the let's not outright kill them stage?
I don't want it. There's no need to. Like, this is stupid. They know they're gonna lose, and the only hostile action we've taken is in retaliation to them. So,
Did somebody have sleep? We could just sleep them and take their horses and leave them for dead, but not actually kill them.
somebody does.
Well, I can.
Probably not enough hit points worth of sleep to knock them
Actually,
out.
I don't have sleep.
If they think,
Oh, you
if
don't?
they
You
think
don't have
they're
it
this
prepared?
badass.
No,
Oh
I
man.
got whole person though.
I can calm emotions them, and they'll no longer be hostile if they fail a charisma save.
That's a good one.
Can you calm emotions on all of them?
Yeah, in a
Is it an area of effect?
20-foot sphere, and each makes a charisma saving throw.
All right, well,
That's not bad.
do it.
Well, would you be able to draw
Alright.
that in a way that wouldn't hit any of us?
Well,
Yeah, you can.
well, if it hits you, I can basically make it end an effect to be charmed. So, like, if it hits you, it wouldn't do anything bad. Basically.
Oh yeah, look at that. You could just put it just like that.
One thing I'll let you know of that doesn't necessarily end a fight. It suppresses strong emotion, and
Maybe make it more receptive.
it makes it so that it ends any effect causing a target to be charmed. It can suppress any effect causing a target to be charmed or frightened.
Nah, that's not a good thing.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's a choice. Alternatively, you can make a target feel indifferent about creatures of your possible for.
Okay, alternatively, meaning you can do something else instead of those other things.
Yeah.
It lasts for 1 minute.
Very least we can talk to them.
And they could try
Let
and-
our bard and our
When the spell ends, the creatures become hostile again.
unless we can talk it over. It gives us a minute to talk it over.
It gives you a minute to try to do something else, and that's if they fail to save too.
Yeah.
So if you want to,
Alright.
go ahead and try it.
All right,
It'll
I
get
cast
very
calm emotion.
emotions. It's a level 1 spell. No, that's a.
Oh
That's actually-
wow.
Damn it. At the very least, Ragnavaldr, you could try to talk to them since it's your turn. You could try to reason
Now
with
the
them.
noble is no longer feared either. He is instead calmed.
Not necessarily, because it said alternatively. It doesn't meaning you can do the other thing instead of making them ignore the fear effect.
So he'd still be feared then.
Sure, but we could still talk it over. Hopefully.
Yeah, but he's literally just gonna run away. Like if you don't suppress the fear effect, then he's gonna run.
Then we can still talk to his buddies.
Yeah.
All right, and bonus action. I'm gonna throw inspiration.
The knight is still in combat, FYI. He didn't fail it. Only
I've
the
got
maid.
something for the night. I've got something for the night.
Oh yeah. I'll throw inspiration on Balthazar, and he gets my advantage from silver. And that ends my.
We're gonna charm away. all
By the
creatures.
way, did you know that you can drop concentration on a spell at any time, even on somebody else's turn?
That's helpful.
I'll keep that in my back pocket in case I need to end that fear effect.
And I will cast Hold Person on the knight.
All right, roll it.
Wow.
That knight
okay.
has rolls.
Dude, that's
That
ridiculous.
son of a bitch keeps rolling high. Except for he even rolled a crit if it didn't get silvery barbed.
Oh.
Wow, he is-
Ragnavaldr, like, talk to them. Maybe you can just stand down. Make them stand down.
Could I talk to them?
It's an action.
Who wants to talk to him?
Me.
Realize you're in combat still, so you would have like a couple of seconds to say something to them.
You would have 6.
Yeah, 6 seconds while you're doing your actions, basically. It's enough for like 2 or 3 sentences.
So think about what you want to say real hard and make it take less than 6 seconds to say it.
While he's thinking about what to say, just a heads up, it's 10:08. I want it to wrap at about 10:30, so we're not up till like 11:30, and then having long days tomorrow. So, but there's still more on the road to do. Would be on the road to do next time, and then it would
Yeah.
actually be moving. There's a couple important events, and then it would be moving into the next section. So
The water.
it's not bad how far you guys have gotten. You guys got all the shopping out of the way,
And the converting.
and the converting, yeah. And
I mean, like,
finding
just
bridle-
tell them that they're obviously going to lose, and none of us want to kill them.
Yeah.
Dude just needs to stop beating the shit out of his horses.
All right. So I'm gonna say, listen, this is pointless. You will die if you continue this fight. All you need to do is spare the horses your disgusting mistreatment, and at this end.
I think that was about 6 seconds.
Yeah. The noble is still trying to run away. The knight is completely enraged, and the mage hears what you said, saying, I don't necessarily want to fight, but I mean, I'm paid to. This is my job. So I'm just doing my job, protecting the noble. You
can
would
I
do the same
possibly-
thing, aren't you?
Can I possibly say something to give him advantage on the roll, potentially, just to help out?
Sure.
You would be doing your job to protect the noble by ending this pointless combat. We will not kill your noble if this ends right now. You're doing your job by stopping.
I mean, if you guys stop fighting, I'll stop fighting. I didn't even get a chance to put my mage armor on. I wasn't ready for this.
Okay, that's...
Seriously.
Then I don't plan on doing anything. If I have to, on my turn, I'll throw on a blade song and just let the knight struggle to try to hit me.
Gotcha. All right. Balthazar, is that your turn?
Yeah, that'll be my turn.
All right. So it's down to Sir Reginald then, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Can we just skip to the knight's turn, or everybody just holds their action till the knight's turn? In case.
Yeah, I feel like Sir Reginald would basically just step up and say, "We come in peace. I'm with them. We're not trying to murder you guys. That's not what we came here for." And then just move on down to the noble's turn, who was running away. Literally, he's just bolting for it. Actually, would that put him off the map if he sprinted? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Yeah, he'd be off the map. He's gone.
Alright, after he's used his action to dash, I end concentration.
Like after he's dashed the 60 feet?
I end concentration. He's not feared anymore.
Okay, Dahlia, it's your turn.
I'm not gonna attack them, obviously, but I'm gonna just reiterate what was already said. Like, we don't want this to be a fight. We want fair treatment of the animals. I didn't think you could use any of those spells.
I mean, there's Bless, Protection from Good and Evil. Sanctuary would make it harder to attack somebody. I don't know. Zone of Truth is kind of a interesting one. I think it takes a lot of starts. Could be your Sanctuary
It's
since
only really worth
it
when
was a
you're
fun, but you
interrogating.
don't have to use anything. Huh?
Said Zone of Truth is only really worth it with interrogation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great spell for interrogating, though.
True. All right, so you're holding an action. Are you going to do anything if someone does attack? Like throw a javelin or something if they do attack him?
Yeah.
Do you move at all?
Yeah, I'll move up a little closer just as I'm talking to you.
Like here?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so that's her turn, and it's down to the mage. Let's see. He actually got hit by the calm effect, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
So he regards us as non-hostile.
Yeah, I think he would. He would put his mage armor on just in case things went south. And that would be it for his turn.
He's not gonna back up.
I think he rolls all shaggy and sees if anybody wants to have a Scooby snack.
So now it's 15 AC. But yeah, he kept to his word. He didn't try to attack since no one's attacked him.
Well, I did, but before the calm emotions.
Yes, yes.
That was
Now
more
it's
of
over
just
to
a
Green
scorpion, get over here.
Shadow. Yeah, now it's over to Green Shadow.
This one bonus action hides.
I mean, it's kind of out in the open. There isn't really any cover. Like this is the wagon road in the middle, and then it's just grass.
What is this green area over here?
Yeah, it's just all grass.
It's all grass.
But it's not like tall
No
grass.
No, and it's afternoon, so it's not even really dark yet.
Fine. This one readies action, longbow versus anyone who's hostile towards the party. And I guess that's
Makes sense. All right, over to Sano.
I'm just going to, because again, like I kind of parried the knight's dagger, so I'm just push his sword off of mine, and I hold my weapons, but I say, we don't wish to fight. I didn't attack him with a spell that could harm him. And he is no longer under its effects, as you will see, if you just look. Now stand down. And, I'm going to hold a... I'm going to go ahead and Blade Song. And, so I'm going to activate that. And I'm going to hold an action. It's going to be a mirror image. If he goes to attack me, I'm going to cast it in response. So this would be like before the attack roll. And, yeah. And that's my turn.
All right, so you're turning it over to the knight.
Yep.
All right. The knight, still looking very, very pissed off, turns to the mage and yells, "God damn it, Carl, you pussy!" and storms off. He's out.
Well, he seems like an asshole.
I joined up for adventuring, not this bullshit.
You know, I want to recruit Carl now. I like Carl.
Carl the caster.
You know, please make Carl a character sheet.
You said you ended the fear spell, right?
Yeah, I dropped concentration.
Well, the noble would come back like, "What the hell? This isn't what I paid you for. I wanted you to kill them." The noble's coming up looking for a fight with you. He's still
Really?
I'm just gonna tell the noble they did exactly what their job was. If they'd kept going, you would have died. They protected you. You were alive because of them. You should give them a bonus.
I'm going to say that the noble, who is an asshole, is just red with rage, not seeing any kind of sense, and would take a swing at you.
Like a punch?
No, hold on. Ready to action. He takes an arrow.
You can choose not to shoot the arrow. He's not gonna hit me.
Kill him. Come to the dark side. guy's kind of a scumbag. And he's literally he's
won't
not
be
gonna
a
give
good
up.
look for us. Do what you're gonna
I
do.
got a
I don't think you
solution.
should shoot him, but that's up to you. You're your own person. But if he goes to attack me, my mirror image would go off. So there is that. He has to roll.
Oh hell yeah!
You are attacking him?
Roll the hit, man. Roll the damage. I mean,
Oh no!
Is he gonna die in one hit?
yes.
Oh my.
No!
Now,
Well, we
as
did warn
you do this, several of the other merchants that are with their wagons and see this whole entire thing unfold.
No!
Even
Can we
Carl
heal
is
him?
kind of like,
Hey, can we can stable him, right? Like I get he's dying, but like, you know,
Can we
usually
stabilize? Can we
normal
try?
people,
I can
I
do
mean,
that.
we can healing magic and heal him.
I can do that as a bonus action. My turn next, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
There's
we
a
could
bunch of that,
stabilize him.
I mean, if you do and he gets back up, he's gonna try to kill you again.
That's okay. I got a solution.
Okay. Well, I have to.
All right.
Yeah, I have to put his character back on here.
This is gonna come back to
Oh.
bite us, guys.
It's fine.
Bringing him back up or killing him?
All of it. I realize I'm the one that started it by casting the fear, but I didn't intend for it to go this far.
Well, that's what you get.
That's what you get.
So, on my turn, I would cast Healing Light or throw a
Word.
Healing Light. Well, no, yeah, Healing Light. Not...
What's healing light? Oh, is that a warlock thing?
Yes. So
Ah.
he would get 3 hit points back.
Okay. So fine. He now has 3. No, actually 2, because 1 was to take him back from 0 or whatever, bring him back. So yeah, he has 2 hit points right now.
And you know what? I'm gonna, from my action, cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
You're just gonna make him laugh?
Roll the saving throw.
Awesome.
What kind of joke are you telling?
Oh, I got one. Oh crap! Hold on. I don't have anything to roll it on. Can I do it in the combat
I mean,
tracker?
wisdom save. I can just go ahead and do the wisdom save if you want me to.
Yes, please.
Oh, hold on. There he goes. Now he's not invisible anymore. I brought him back. There's the wisdom save. He rolled an 11.
That's not gonna work.
All right.
Did
So
he
you
fail?
got what joke do you tell?
All right. Hey, Noble. Why did the mermaid put on seashells?
He's still recovering from his wounds and just coming to as you say this, and looks at you.
Because she grew out of her bee shells.
It's actually kind of fun.
All right. Yeah. The mage chuckles a little bit, and the noble absolutely burst out
That's the good.
in laughter. He is cracking the hell up.
Hey, you guys want to hear a funny joke? Why do you not teach the horse about sex and how to ride on the same day? Because you have to give the
Why?
horse a break sometime. Ha 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 ha.
Isn't that bestiality?
It would be,
Yeah.
yes. It's the joke is
That's
that it's
messed up,
about
bro.
orcs.
Still messed up. All right.
How long does that spell last?
1 minute.
Alright, so then we're gonna tell the mage to take his noble and GTFO, and we'll go back, and that'll be the end.
And
I
I'm
mean,
just
what
gonna
are you
say
gonna
the
do?
mage as he takes his noble away. It's like, remember, this won't have to happen again if you just don't beat your fucking horses.
I mean, are you stealing the horses then?
No, I'm just saying that, and then we'll just let him know. We'll just keep an eye. We'll keep an eye out.
I mean, he's literally gonna go right back to being the horses.
Then we'll kick
Yeah.
his ass.
We'll take his horses.
This is gonna be an infinite loop. We've got to fucking
Take his
do
horses.
this, dude.
Honestly,
This is
after dying, after getting dropped,
Yeah.
maybe knowing that you guys are watching, he'll be a little bit more ginger with
That's
them.
sort of what I'm assuming, that the power of intimidation will keep him from, like,
Also,
beating his fucking
he only
horses.
He only has the mage, and the mage has kind of expressed not really being interested in fighting your group.
Yes.
So again, remember, sir, and we never caught the noble's name. I would ask for his name. I don't know if he'd tell me or not, but remember, we'll be watching. Don't beat your horses, and feed them. Do that, we won't have any problems.
All right, I'm going to say that he is, at least while you guys are in the wagon train, he is behaving himself.
Yeah.
Really wanted y'all to murder him.
You
I
did.
did.
I don't want.
I
I don't want the shade. That's all. I don't want to draw more attention to us than we have to, and if we just straight up murder the dude.
Several of the other merchants, when you revive them and all like that, actually make an audible and kind of go about their business.
Suck it up. We follow the good path. We don't do murder, especially in broad daylight.
Well, if they're super evil, we do, but
I mean, that guy I portrayed him as super evil. Like, super evil in a abuse animals and try to kill anyone that says anything, and just a douchebag. I thought he was worthy of murder, death time, but understandable.
Well,
Oh,
now he can go back to his caravan with 2 hit points.
yeah. 2 hit points, a mage that's beat up, no knights, and afraid to die again. Because he literally had 9 hit points, got dropped instantly.
took
This
an
one is
arrow
an
to the
accurate
fucking
archer.
throat.
Right?
This one is an accurate archer.
Yeah, yep, you popped them. That's 1 for you. I still counted, even though they got picked back up. I still count that as a kill for you, Green Shadow.
I gotta admit, I stopped keeping count a while ago, so I did
Oh,
for
I
a
did
little
too.
bit.
I
In this
was
game,
a top.
I would have loved a running tally at the end of the campaign.
I want the
Ah.
kill count.
Yeah, the kill count for each of you.
Have that Gimli moment where like somebody like gets the killing blow on a dragon, and it's like that
That
still
one was
counts as
mine.
one.
That one was mine.
Pretty much. All right. It is 10:25, so this is actually probably a good spot. I got the notes that we're 10 days into the trip. Another 40 days. And then actually there's some other events that happen, and there's a stop off in another town and all like that before you hit the next area. I don't think I realized when I started this campaign how much travel there is.
That's what I've heard a lot of people say, that you go all
Yeah.
over the place in this module.
I only read like the first 2 episodes before I was like, oh yeah, this is a cool campaign, I'd like to do it. And yeah, like there was like the town, and then there was the dungeon, and then ever since then it's been running.
Yeah, like
Like,
already
yeah.
we're super far away from where the campaign started, and we're only gonna get farther.
All over the place. Yeah, next one I do would definitely be something like Fandelver, or maybe the one where it goes straight to hell. Literally is
Descent
where
into Avernus?
Yeah, Descent into Avernus, where El Terrell gets pulled down into hell.
I think Descent into Avernus might be a little out of my wheelhouse, but I'd try it.
A little out of your wheelhouse?
Well, I say that like thematically, like I think Tyranny of Dragons is perfect for me. I just like your traditional high fantasy like setting where, it's once you start getting into, and this is kind of how I was with with Strahd, with Curse of Strahd, like it's a little too off the beaten path for me. Like I like
Yep. So
this.
I want my D&D to be, The Hobbit. You know what I mean? That I
Yeah.
want it to be like that.
I mean, that's how I was.
That's what I want in my D&D. And so like I liked Strahd. Strahd was okay, but yeah, it was like way out of what my concept of D&D is.
And I feel like Descent into Avernus would be the same way for me. I mean, like, you're in hell for most of the campaign.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that for me would be kind of the same thing. I mean, I did like Strahd; it was okay.
Even though I love traditional D&D style, just regular Dungeons and Dragons, I was like, when I found out what Strahd the campaign was that I was joining, I was like, oh shit, I didn't mean to sign up for a horror campaign, like, because I'm not a huge horror person, but I absolutely loved it. It is still my favorite campaign to this day because it had me so on the edge of my seat. Because every decision was, oh, if we go in there and try to fight them, are we literally gonna die? Are we like too low a level for this?
You know what?
Every single thing was, are we gonna die? Is the smart thing to just go on and come back to this later?
The problem was that even with, like, taking notes, Strahd got super complicated, and I couldn't keep up with everything that was going on.
Yeah,
It wasn't even linear. It was so multifaceted that it was
that's how
definitely.
Sandbox is kind of made.
Yeah. I feel like if you've played Fandelver, that's a lot like that too, because it gets to spots where there's like 8 different side missions you can go on. You can pick which one you do. Like, you guys can split the party and go do 2 different things. You guys can follow up leads different places, and and some of them you have to do combat, but a lot of them you will like either do combat or resolve it peacefully. But I thought that one, Fandelver, is a very traditional one too, from what I've seen. Like, it's definitely just going into dungeons, going and fighting a wizard or a necromancer, going and fighting a dragon, stuff like that.
I would like to do, like, a Dungeon of the Mad Mage, or, like, Lost Laboratory of Qualish would also be a cool one. Whichever one is the continuation of Waterdeep Dragon Heist.
I have not
Dungeon of the Mad Mage.
played with any of those.
So
heard good
you
things
do
about the
Dungeon of the Mad or Waterdeep Dragon Heist from levels 1 through 5, and then you from level 6 through 20 you go all the way through Dungeon of the Mad Mage, because it's a sequel to Waterdeep Dragon Heist.
That's currently what I'm doing right now.
I have
Really?
notes for this section, and it's
Yep.
only like 4
I am
paragraphs
so
long.
excited for it.
That's what you're running?
Yeah, that's what I'm running right now.
Oh, that's cool.
Is what
Sounds
one, the
like fun.
Waterdeep one?
Yeah, Waterdeep Dragon Heist, and then they're gonna go into the Dungeon of the Mad Mage right afterwards.
With my level 20 Artificer.
Yeah, and it goes all the way up to level 20.
Gotcha. All right, we probably got to get to bed.
All right, I'll go ahead and kill the
Hey,
recording.
real quick, at nighttime, is there like a bunch of activity,
wait then.
no activity, or like what's going on?
I would say just sleeping. Everyone just sleeps.
Like we set camp and we sleep.
Yeah,
Be short, long rest type stuff, I guess.
yeah, like everyone gets a nice long rest.
So I would assume that we would kind of we're keeping an eye on that caravan, and
The familiars.
Yeah,
do what? Yeah.
The familiars.
because your owl could go over there.
Yeah, no. I don't care about my owl. If you want to, I'll do a stealth check, but I'm gonna go over there to that noble's caravan
Okay.
by myself.
What?
All right, go ahead. I saw the thing pulled up. Go ahead and do a stealth check.
No,
Yeah.
this one is far superior for that purpose.
Oh, well, I'm not even telling anybody. I'm doing this on my own.
Wouldn't this be with advantage?
Yeah, since I'm under the shade of night and no one's really watching, everybody's asleep.
Would a bardic inspiration apply?
If
I
you
wouldn't
told
even
me it was
told
going.
you. I wouldn't even have told you.
All right, go ahead and just roll it, man.
Yeah, I'm just rolling it.
I mean, if you did get into a fight, you could actually, unless the mage actually attacked before you, because the mage also has actually some pretty powerful spells.
Do you have counterspell prepared?
Yes, I have counterspell. Ooh, baby.
Yeah. so-
Wait, it was advantage, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
yeah, you stealthed up on him.
So
is the noble in his own caravan?
Yeah.
Um, I would like to cast Charismatic Orb at him.
Wait,
Prismatic
chromatic orb?
Chromatic Orb at him.
You're
yeah.
gonna kill him? You're just gonna go nuke him with a spell?
She's gonna go nuke him with a spell and get out.
I'm pretty sure you probably could have done it with a cantrip, but okay.
What element are you turning the chromatic orb into?
I'm gonna do ice.
Oh, I thought you sure you don't want to do thunder?
No.
It's gonna be loud as shit.
All right. Let me pull up what his AC was. God
You're just
damn.
gonna execute him like freaking Sub-Zero?
I had to close the stuff. Let's see. Where is it? Nope, that's the wrong one. On the road. Animal abuse. Animal abuse. Noble. All right. Go ahead and roll an attack roll. I know what his armor class is.
Wouldn't it be at advantage since he would be caught unaware?
With a
Unseen
spell.
attacker,
Yeah.
yes.
The attack
Okay.
roll.
All right. Dude it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that doesn't hit.
That doesn't hit?
A 13 doesn't hit him?
No, he's wearing a breastplate. He's got 15 armor. And actually, that would probably initiate combat with the.
Oh my god!
So that would wait, hold up. That would end his. Hold up, 1 second. But since that was a surprise round, he would lose his turn, and then it would go straight back to me.
Um.
Yeah,
battle map.
arguably.
Yeah, that's surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
So
so
I'm
I'm
just
gonna.
gonna-
I gotta make a new.
Not a gaze.
Everyone else off
Oh
of it.
my
Not a
god!
gaze.
Hold up.
You
Elite
guys can't
token.
say shit to me now for doing that fear spell.
Hold up,
You're
1
such
second.
assholes.
Before he does anything, because it's not his turn, it's my turn again. All right.
He just wakes up to this bolt of ice just like crashing into the carriage wall next to him as he's asleep.
I guess I'm gonna attack him again with Charismatic Orb.
Hold on. We're gonna. All right, I'm gonna share this map again.
Oh my god.
Well, I would assume that the other guy wasn't with him because he would be in his
Oh, not the
own
knight.
char-
Actually,
Be the mage,
yeah.
right?
I don't think
We
the mage would
literally
be-
just
would the
convinced that
be-
mage
hold
that
up.
we weren't gonna kill
Would
the
the
dude. and-
would the mage be even with him?
Yeah, he'd be there. Yeah.
They have a
You
special,
would go with them.
employer relationship.
And none of us know that you're even doing this.
That's fine. If that's the
So
case,
this is just a
then
one-on-one wizard on
Yes,
wizard
hold
up.
throwdown.
where would the mage be?
Initiative. Clear initiatives. Okay, so then they got to roll initiative real quick.
Well, also at the same time, the mage would be surprised too.
yeah, they
You
both would.
Oh my goodness,
Free
this
attack.
is a whole thing.
Wait, where's my?
At least you get to. At least you get to go before they get out of their surprise round.
Not get on. Come on.
Because
But I
you
just
realize that if they'd rolled a higher initiative than you, then they would have been able to go before you.
No, they would have. I just did my turn.
So
They
yes,
just-
you
and
did
then they were
that.
surprised, and then it would be my turn
And
again.
then it would go back to the next initiative round, and if their initiative had been higher than yours in the next
Then I
initiative
guess,
round,
yeah.
then they would have gone before you.
Sure.
So you
That's
lucked
right.
out.
No, technically, because
That's how it would have worked,
I did.
man.
Well, I guess so. Yeah.
But it doesn't matter because you
Ah,
rolled a
shit.
higher initiative than them. You got lucky.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. Fine. It's fine. I got something for these motherfuckers. It's okay. They both dead now.
Oh, yeah, they're-
First, it was just gonna be the merchant. They're both dead now.
All right, so yeah, they rolled what, a 14? No, actually, I rolled for them.
A 16 and a 6.
Yeah,
I don't know if the mage has any bonuses to its dex.
and 6. Oh, I didn't think about that. Yeah, let me look. This is Dex. Dex is 2. Okay, so he actually gets an
17.
18.
Oh, an
And
18.
this
Okay.
guy gets a 1, so he actually gets a 7. Okay. All right, and Balthazar got a 19. So yeah, you get a surprise round, so you get to attack again before anything happens.
This is such a shit show. You're gonna hit this guy with ice, and he's just gonna crash into pieces on the ground. It's literally gonna be like Sub-Zero.
What's your character's alignment?
Aren't you
Oh,
chaotic
yeah.
neutral?
I think so. Something like that.
No,
Hold on.
you got to change
Let's-
that to evil now, bro.
Not
I don't know if this would
anymore.
necessarily be evil.
No,
Wait,
this
committed
guy
murder.
fucked with us. This guy fucked
I mean,
with us. I don't care. This
it-
guy, I have the right.
With that
I mean,
being said, you
totally
might have
on
the right
board
to
with
do
it. I'm
that,
just
but
saying, you gotta mark your shit as
alignment is subjective, and I've always said the DM has the right to change your alignment if they
That's
see
fine.
fit.
That's fine. If it's evil, that's whatever. So,
where alignment goes on here, though. Actually,
It's in notes.
it's
Oh,
I'm
just on
gonna
your notes.
cast.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast icing death frost at 3rd level.
Neutral, evil. Yeah. I mean, I'm totally cool with it. I'm not mad.
That's a failure.
Mm-hmm.
What about at Mr.
And-
Wizard? Also
That's a failure.
All right. What's the damage?
So this is upcasted to level 3. At higher levels, you cast the spell using a spell slot of 4th level or higher. Okay, so I can only do 4th level or higher.
You can only
Or
do
wait, no.
third.
The damage increases by 1d for each level slot above 3. Okay, so it just adds a d6.
Yeah, but you only have third, right? Like,
Yeah, I know. No,
Okay.
but it says using a spell slot of 4th or higher. But it says but it also says the damage increases by 1d6 for each spot level above 3. Oh, that's fireball. Hold on one
The
second.
icing death, it says when you cast a spell using a slot of 3rd level or higher, increase the cold damage by 1d8 for each slot above
1d8.
2nd.
That's right. Okay. And so
Did you cast it as a 4th level spell?
a 3rd level spell. So it'd be 4d8.
3rd level spell. Is it 3? Oh, it is 3d8. Okay, yeah, so 48. So 18 damage. So yeah, the noble is insta-killed. Or wait, actually, sorry. Wounds would be 18. So yeah, he is.
that
Instantly
is
killed.
instant death.
Yeah, and he. just
How
gets
do you kill him, dude? I want to know that. Like, what happens when this hits him?
Well, he's right in front of me, so it just like freezes his inside internally, shatters as it's still going through him, and then hits the mage behind him.
And he just shatters like glass.
Yeah, he just shatters like glass.
Okay, this is a thing that's happening.
So, how bad is this mage looking?
Pretty bad. I mean, he's looking like chunks of him are covered in ice, and it doesn't feel good at all.
Definitely got some frostbite setting in.
Yes.
So it would be his turn, but to move, he's got to knock the ice off him.
I
Okay,
think
but
that's just a move,
right?
though. But they can do other things.
No, they can't do anything. Hold on 1 second. So, as a burst of energy, 30. Wait, shit. Okay. Each creature in this area must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failure, the creature is covered in ice for a minute or until the creature uses its action to break the ice on itself.
Yeah, so he just can't move.
He can't do anything. I don't think.
No, its speed is reduced to 0.
On a successful.
Its speed is reduced to 0. He can still take actions.
Oh, okay.
Plus, he also
I
gets
guess-
to make a save. He gets to make a con
No.
save.
The first save is the con save that he made.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And he failed
Yeah.
it. Okay. So yeah,
He
he's
failed.
he's stuck in position. Okay. All right, is that your turn?
I would say I was cloaking myself. So has he seen my I'm trying to keep my identity hidden. So has he seen my face? Like I'm
I
fully
mean,
cloaked.
if you have a cloak obscuring your face, he might not have seen your face just yet.
Okay.
He would probably recognize your clothing, though. I'm pretty sure he would recognize you. Like, he may not see your face, but he knows that he's going to know it was you.
This man about to scream. Yeah, you know what? It could be his turn, I guess.
Hold on, I got some good music for this. It's called Under the Ice, and it makes complete sense.
I guess it could be his turn now. God damn it. I meant to kill this guy and get the fuck out.
All right, Mage's turn. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he's pretty pissed here.
Yeah, I imagine. Could imagine.
Fireball.
No.
I mean, I could. He has Fireball.
Yeah. Hey, would he really fireball this?
He would fireball himself too, right? Because he's like right next to you.
Probably.
He could angle the fireball to where it landed behind him, though.
No, he
Hell,
probably
maybe
just-
hitting himself with a fireball might be a good thing. Get himself out of the ice. That's
Alright,
how
so,
I would rule it, at least. If somebody got hit by a fireball and they're stuck in place by something icy,
Well, you passed the Constitution saving throw.
what did
So
he
that
use?
means Cone of Cold.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
No fucking
It's
way.
okay. He only takes half that though. So instead,
I
you
also
take
use
15
absorb
damage.
elements.
Oh, do you not have counterspell?
I do have counterspell. Fuck. Yeah, I counterspell that shit.
All right. What level counterspell are you using?
Oh, yeah, third level. That's the highest I can cast for that.
All right. So you have to roll the save for it then.
What is that?
What is it for contesting counterspell?
It's 10 plus the level of the spell. You'd have to make a spell casting ability check with a DC of 14.
15. It's a 5th level spell.
Is it? So you have
Yeah.
to roll a natural, what, 11?
Fuck, there's no way this guy has what? Oh my gosh. Okay, what am I doing?
You'd have to roll a natural 11 on a
Yeah, what
intelligence
spell?
check, ability check
Intelligence
for
check.
intelligence.
That is mad insane.
Okay. Whew.
Yeah, you counterspell it. He also has counterspell,
Okay, fucking seriously.
and he counterspells that. He has 3 slots of it. Not that you need to know that, but yeah. So you would just take, instead of 32 damage, 16 damage.
Dude, and none of us...
Damage.
dude, if you die from this,
Fine,
like...
whatever. That's fine. No, I'm not gonna die from this.
If he does, your brother will be sorely missed.
He doesn't have mage armor on yet. He
Well, hold on.
he's
Is
asleep.
there any chance, given the construct's sleeping capacity, that he's fully aware, that has any idea this is happening?
It's fine.
Like,
it's fine.
even if we did
It's
know
my
this was
turn.
happening, it would still take several turns for us to get over to him.
Is it? It's my turn.
Yeah.
I
it's
mean,
your turn.
I'll ask Lee,
Yeah.
has this made enough noise? Because I imagine if I've heard anything, lots of other people have probably heard something too.
No.
Let's see.
Okay.
Would Cone of Cold be noisy?
No,
Usually it's like a
nothing's
whistling, like the sound of like a heavy wind is
Okay.
how Cone
Yeah,
of
you
Cold would sound.
hear the sound of a heavy wind as a blast of cold air erupts from his hands.
My thought is that I saw something happen, since, like, I literally have, like, continuously monitoring eyeballs.
He's got a mage v mage fight right here. I was planning on being asleep. Come on.
That's all right. All right.
Motherfucker.
I guess I cast chromatic orb at him.
All right.
He hasn't had a turn again yet, so he wouldn't have counterspell. Dude, upcast that shit. Cast that at 2nd or 3rd level.
All right, that hits.
Probably too late for you to say that you've upcast or...
So it does
He's
18
not
there.
fucking dead! What do you fucking mean? What?
Luckily for you, he can only cast the Cone of Cold once. He only has one slot of Cone of Cold. So you're kind of lucky there.
Dude, you should have upcasted that, man. Like,
No, I don't, I couldn't. No, it was the first level I could have. Oh, no.
All right, is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
oh no. You be
Right.
ready with that count. Oh, except he has it too.
I don't have counterspell anymore.
You don't?
Nope.
What do you mean? You
I
have
don't
more
have,
3rd
I
level
don't
slots,
have
don't
a
you?
third. No, I don't. I only have 2.
Yeah,
I
he
need
cast
Pokemon.
the ice spell before.
No fucking way.
You rolled a nat 20.
Yes.
He succeeded, yeah.
What did he
was
cast on
that?
you?
No
Fireball.
way you just cast Fireball on me.
So
Oh
you
my
take
So,
10
you take
fire
10
damage.
Yeah, you're very lucky that you passing both saves. If you had failed that, realize that would have been 32 plus 20.
You'd be cooked, quite literally, man.
Very, very cooked. But as it is, that is his turn.
This
and he's stuck in
mage
place, so he can't
could
even
have
run. He's
killed
at war with
you. You better kill him this turn.
I
Overkill.
didn't know
No way.
the fucking mage was.
Dude,
Alright.
overkill. Whatever you're casting, upcast it.
Alright, yeah,
You
I'm
are
not.
so lucky I didn't boost this guy's health.
Dude, for sure.
Thank you, fucking mage.
I'm gonna freaking up. Should I just do that, or should I? 3d8. Yeah, it's the same damage.
Hail
Oh,
Mary.
Hit him with
Hail
something that's
Mary.
still
Okay.
half damage on a success. And
Right.
upcast
That's
it.
true.
No.
I can't upcast this. I'm gonna use the icy death frost again.
All right.
Wait, what level spell is that?
It's level 2. He takes half
Okay.
of this.
This is nerve-wracking.
Is he still dying after that? After half of that?
16. He had 4 left. He would have still taken 8 damage, and he'd be.
Yeah, you'd be dead.
No,
And
here. He smoked.
Yep. Then I Misty Step out of here. Back to the inside of, well, not the inside of the caravan, but like, you know what? I Misty Step in the woods, and then I casually try to walk to my caravan. If I need to make another stealth check, I can.
You'll be,
As
like,
you walk up,
limping.
you hear me talking to Dahlia and Friar, and I'm like, we did a good thing today. He's definitely
Wow.
not going to be abusing those horses anymore.
Did he say he misty stepped into the woods?
Well, I would Misty Step into the edge of the woods, like in the darkness.
As you misty step to the edge of the woods, you see the fur of a werewolf.
What?
Just kidding. Just
Oh my
kidding.
God.
I was gonna say. I was gonna say. I
I
was
wouldn't
gonna-
blame- I had that prepared, though.
As you misty step to the edge of the woods, there's a
You're
dragon.
Right into the chest of a werewolf.
You misty
Yeah, so I
step
just-
into the body of a what are those things called? Like the slimy things. What are they?
Yellow, yeah, the
Gelatinous
one.
cube. You
Yeah.
misty step inside the body of a gelatinous cube.
But anyways,
So
I-
this was super fun to sit and watch, but as much as my character is set up to be a solo hunter, stand by.
my
Yeah,
bad.
as you're walking up, literally you would hear me saying to them, "We did a good thing. That noble definitely is going to be abusing his horses
Now realize-
anymore."
As he walks up, he is severely wounded with looks like chunks of his body is like frostbite on it.
And then other chunks are burned.
Yeah, he's got frostbite and burns.
What
on
the
him right
hell
now.
happened to you, brother?
Just don't ask.
Did you perhaps participate in one of those warlock orgies that were happening at the back of the woods?
What the fuck are you talking about, Ragnarok? I need to get some sleep.
Right. But what
I
happened
think you
though?
need more than sleep.
Let's just say we won't have to worry about that scummy merchant anymore.
So
Did he
I'm
agree to
going
leave?
to.
And then it occurs to me like, oh no, he left this plane of existence. Brother, why?
Because I hate scummy merchants, and he seems like he did a lot worse than just. He seemed like he would be the person to mistreat people, not just.
No offense, brother, but I've
horses.
heard more than a few people refer to your mother as a scummy merchant.
You know my mother does in good faith, not in bad. Don't
I'm
even start with me.
aware she is just a very great businesswoman, but sometimes it's not a good look.
While they're talking, I'm gonna go up behind Balthazar, tap his shoulder. I'm gonna upcast Cure Wounds' ass because he deserves it.
Uh,
I don't condone or endorse his actions, but I'm impressed.
Brother, that could have gone very poorly for you. We made our
Yeah.
point.
Well, what I
Yeah,
asked
another D8
is
for that.
when I asked, is the only person in
Ooh.
here the merchant, and I got told yes. I thought this was gonna be okay.
Who told you? Who did you ask this question to? You're making no
Yeah.
sense,
Oh.
brother.
Like he's in like one of the wagons by himself. Like he's not sleeping in the same bedroll with the mage, but like he was still at
Yeah.
making camp with the mage. Sorry, I misunderstood your. I think I misunderstood your question.
Yeah,
Like-
it's all good.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I
It
mean, you
worked out.
survived barely. I was literally thinking like, this is gonna be the first character that actually fucking dies in my campaign right here. If you had
No.
failed either one of those roles,
Well, I thought I had absorb elements as it learned.
Oh, you could always get it from my spell list, but did somebody want to spot me for learning suggestion? I just need what is that? How much
100
does it
gold.
cost for 100?
we gotta get
I
to
do
bed.
that.
We stayed
Yeah,
up
no,
about
Yeah,
I gotcha.
yeah.
That's fair.
longer than
So,
planned.
I
all
can
right.
spot you.
Well, I'm
I can
glad I
spot you
didn't
100.
kill the
Right,
recording
right.
whenever I said I was
Yeah.
going to. So I got all of that.
Good.
So, all right.
Well,
I'm
good night,
gonna.
guys.
What should I call this? What should I call this episode? I want to definitely reference what literally just happened in the name of it.
Neutral evil. Alright, neutral evil works. Did you already change my alignment to neutral evil, or was it already that way?
Nope, I changed it to neutral evil.
Oh, that's fine. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, just because you're definitely vibing some evil vibes there. I'm not mad at it. I'm totally fine.
I'm just gonna
with
call
you
it the
murdering
Icy
people.
Hot Revenge. I don't know what else to
I
call
see
it.
hot revenge.
Yeah, that works.
Also, I spotted you for the gold for the spell.
I'm closing the server, guys.
All right.
Shutting it down. There we go. Anything you guys need to do, like mercantile wise, you can let me know. Anything like that in between time, we can get knocked out. But yeah, we're
Sounds
gonna head
good.
to bed. Good game, guys.
Yep.
Good murdering. Good murdering.
All right, all. Good night, and I will not see you next week, so it'll be a month before I see you. And then last thing is, and I'll put it in the chat. The week I'll come back for a week, and then the week after that, on that day, I'm having surgery. So depending on how I feel, I may or may not be participating on that day. So
All right.
Oh, okay. Well, wish you the best.
If
Yeah,
a second
you-
person, if
you
a second
know what I
person
mean? Like-
is gonna make it, we'll just cancel. Two-person rule.
a skillful person slicing your body. I mean, come on, what can go wrong?
No big deal. Yeah.
All right.
All right, all. Good
Guys.
night. Thanks.
All right. See you guys.
Night.
Bye.